It's your favorite or girlfriend's favorite.
He's Eric.
Everybody calls him Kejua.
I call him my Abdul Star.
He's Buta Papa.
He's one of my favorite voices in the entire world.
Let's welcome
Eric.
Aseidu, Boadi.
Exciting, smooth,
Sexy.
professional.
Numero uno in antena. Show me. If I know what was sportsman, Kenny Jille.
Ooh, hey, yeah. Ghana for, and the day I tell Asempa. Ghana for, and the day I tell Asempa. What you wanna say when in camp? I have for radio no. Tim to Asempa FM. Let's hear we can see the Boadi. What was Asempa? Let's hear Boadi Asempa. What was Asempa? Let's hear we can see the Boadi. What was Asempa? Let's hear Boadi Asempa. What was Asempa? Let's hear we can see the Boadi. I'm on Asempa, near Fiesem. Nina or the Sumo. Ball, make it to the life commentary. Men right now. What was Asempa? Let's hear Boadi Asempa. What was Asempa? Let's hear we can see the Boadi. What was Asempa? Let's hear Boadi Asempa. What was Asempa? Let's hear we can see the Boadi.
Show me. If I know what was sportsman, Kenny Jille.
Right, fantastic evening in Accra, fantastic evening in Ghana. yes. I'm also say your favorite evening sports show, bro. This is how the weekend starts. Yes, start to weekend ni yama. Na weekend no re, and the utie na ma kat ne bia me kase utie na one smiley. 50 sabre go say about 10 na 9:30. Yo baby continue 9:30. 9:30 e dey kakra be gu so ko ti be 10 hono. Na on smile ba kokra. Nana wo problem eso no eso papa. Aba, Dabi, this is Prepzone. Bibia Mubi. This is how you prepare you for the weekend in the time with you cool. Yapande ni abaha na beja fatna se dada. Many on best set the ball rolling. There's a lot to talk about. If you and some more papa bi. What are you talking about? Figo, from Figo, fantastic evening going out to you. If you have a katapa, why, you can ninja. The socks now turn on Kaninja na Benyan Huska, Media Unya. Socks back 25 years. Yeah, Kaninja, they know every weekend be your chef for Jubiano, the Media Ramaman now on Wadili. Bye. Get your name, fantastic evening going out to you. I was saying, somewhere on here. Samu Chukwifini Monane Yadiaba UEFA Champions League better talk akra business this week yet simu no na so man for me ready about on Wednesday you jiremu dan so man HR residence HR last stop HR it's no top we jirem na ye dwagum na digu ase ho na digigum ase ho Chelsea Paris Saint-Germain yes sa commentary dey bro HR residence Wiki mu ye Real Madrid Man City. They kaka koi de. Abelo asakra se den pass. Abelo so asase den pass wet man qualified ya. What's a ma? Yeah, also Mapa. How Chelsea is going to be able to overcome Paris Saint-Germain. Abra goes back numa go monetimo HR residents here we come. Muntamu chukuma na suma for mo ya bobo ni eba ya ni eba no. Etiebe call games ni mo kakra. English teams e call Europe bosumi. Maybe me say bosumi. Wiki mu. Aston Villa pe o. Obi had this form. Arsenal kick Arsenal penalty kran go for say penalty na mu so. Every match draw. I'm at the argument of which of the leagues is the best and the most competitive. Well, this is the Champions League. Anything can happen. There are games there Basel this weekend in England, in Spain, in Italy. Yes, Italy. So why there was AC Milan, Inter Milan. Chisekufu 7 points gap. Now no matter the form Inter one AC Milan at Chelsea na who form also for enya shouldn't no man need a okre. They say 7 points the down on Temwa and yes some get to across. So in England, they're still doubting Thomas's. Amount 4G8 City now toss me unity. Echen Arsenal now lead. Yes, pa Sanogo. Kase we Arsenal for there. They are some okay. Amount 4G City now odi mochino. Edi echen mo na mu lead no. Enye wanwa.
Broni wa dey be offend self denial. Eno na ha man for bebre.
Self denial.
Yes.
I know bro for me na say anything.
Sir, adin AC wo wanim, but pese obeji atum say AC. Wa won say adin AC.
Yeah.
But you're still doubting say adin AC. No na man for bebre. Say medical culture have that say Arsenal team na Mikel Arteta building no. That what is in between that team and the dominance a trophy. Arsenal fans na know they. And a lot of the people in the world on the football channel will not be okay with Arsenal breaking that barricade. The moment Arsenal break that barricade, it will be trouble.
It will be trouble.
Yes.
Really? Well, you remember.
Especially Omo connected to the English Premier League now. Omo connected to the English Premier League now. Manchester United fans now, Chelsea fans now, Liverpool fans now. Any Omo makano, Omo feel say Omo competitors for the Premier League now. A lot of them are name game numpano. If they will be very honest and then say what is within them power, they know that the very moment Arsenal crosses that line, it will be trouble for a lot of them.
You go into the comments from former players and former from legends of the game saying that Arsenal and your worthy champions, because when champions are home England, at least in the top scorer chart, you see one of the players in there. You guys are not playing any better football to be crowned champions. Yeah, can't go some shot, go some manya being there. People are now finding excuses
in the league. Obi wabo be done in Chelsea on bo.
Obi wabo be done.
Wabo be done. And on Chelsea born unim. As I speak, wabo be done. O nana the boy. And just what being a team about football, no, is something that we can hang on to make any cogent analysis of the game.
Okay.
If I try to say,
I get it.
As I speak to you now, per the statistics, Arsenal is the best team in England. Okay. It's not about opinion.
In your opinion,
that be. In your opinion, as I say, my GM say, what being it doesn't correlate with the fact that the fact says that Arsenal is the best team in England. League ni say start pe. Ya ancho obia points.
That be obia bon wanyane de.
Obia bon wanyane de. Oko league log no so Arsenal na di kan. O 67 points. Do that chine 60 points. O say
that be by some mo go share no.
You started season, you know. Now Arsenal about one of the best games in the league. They are getting to the finish line. But be able to do this year, no. How about cross the line is the most important thing. Not what I say. So almost we share league log no so Arsenal start again.
Yeah. I'm live on Asempa 94.7 FM. Prepzone is the name of the show. Ya tesi mo ya kwe ni mani adia. If you say more, did Dramani the response to as fans so man for chira wadwe papa. When other stories happening there, there's something to fake up this weekend. I remember my become near the and the other stories are near the and of course the World Cup squad. There is a talks about the day used inclusion in the Black Stars and Panifo Binach, Roman Dream or home and all that. You know, this weekend so much power. You trust a nephew day. You may zoom into the games last weekend. Near Shaka Cray few weeks Ebamo near Kaboom Asani upon and you may together with me tonight. Nicholas Nete. Yes, I hope I got it right. Nete and the friend is my stuff. Yes, watch the justice someone the best kin waha Sansona hey na king from you know King Kaninja so in chain Sansona Yasanogo and of course oh it didn't create bonus thing Vita oh friend man translate one didn't me Vita the sports I suppose yeah can Vita ha no more no near there to be a edino to say nedino your King Kaninja your bet skin your ni my man ni netenete your sanogu yeah and me wo Queen Vita give Vita here Evans body nickname no Evans Kwabransa upon and yet Evans Kwabransa me say bo nickname no so they came and Vita the sports card now me na me hu bo and I wadaroma to bo ma me na me hu kire me bo
Ken no de obia ye Ken in his own way.
I say sure you na Ken for
yes two Ken
yeah
no when Van Vita
VanVita
VANVITA
me can't spell it as I say
Holland so what you
say
a warrior
yes VanVita
so Ken VanVita
okay
we say no ayi o hempo a odini manfo ko o konko di nkunim
e to only hefo na ekokwen
ohumni aham omwa unze life lankasa setbacks challenges what you say stumbling blocks no be but I mean for you to be able to go to war now obetinye di nkunim war bebre akon de guzu ayo na unze odebi akon cause ntokwa de
VanVita ni bi nka
be enye odiya when mi nya no otema 2012 akobi na de mami o akoyo hwe de we are near di ni we are VanVita na nti hono came VanVita na because of disappointed Cali prisoner didn't day sports cardinal because we ventured into sports journalism there there's a cardinal na babe room
as a software now
yes into no babe room or sports there sports cardinal so Ken VanVita the sports cardinal
okay ni me body ni nete
no senior
nete
na
nko fa mienu
we can say enkran for no ye wo bia na ye wo ma ye do to am
okay
to be be ka say bianka ufche me papa mu le ni so a me papa e fit born
okay
nti ye se ye de ne to eye ninua bema ye wo ne first ne ba what you say nti ukofa surname ni other name na mama benya nete no mienu e wo ho nti ba ko ye surname e na ba ko ye other name za pepepe
ni dia searches ni dia nana like intwi ye kana nana nti Nicholas nana nete
ena won sen kran din no surname ni na kire bebi onipa ni fi nti tie surname na we obi nkan cho sa brand fi gbese ana so fi Jamestown mountain so nti aye din no na kire bebi onipa ni fi
okay Matias na de ma Kaninja na wakutachi pen
me man natural zama obia me de so obia nim say me de crab afare national problem o google obehu me din wo
Kaninja no
baby na photo phone so o ba obehu me
as a national problem
national
and
problem
we national problem
e o baby
say
Me my own family opposite be
Oh my goodness. Prepzone is the name of the show. Like I sat here for and some will feel them on the way. They buy live on YouTube. Asempa 94.7 FM. Asempa 94.7 FM. What Johnny and Patrol Shen Obisunya Bishasi at Yalande. Ya testimony at Yadia. Yaku. Now, I can say I don't messages number. Yes, my messages now. I'm running. On Camp Prepzone group in Patrol this week for Dia Undibi. Oh, what are you waiting for? 0249 136744 0249 136744 and let you drop your weekend codes. The weekend code near from a net till Sunday. Your man to swat Wadaka and uncle and a daily 2 hours. No, dear, no 2 hours. No, I drop it that not bad 3 matches about that. And a betkin, a babetkin, be preparatory that. And after daily odds, and I drop it 45 or 55 odds. Nana, you don't like this, or what do you like? I'm laughing like killer. 0249 136744 0249 136744. Now, just send a hi. I want to be part of the group. We send you the link. Now, watch on here. Show ably produced by the man Pablo Ayama International. Me. Producer so din hu pa to me born ten hey show you dear boy just say yeah and Pablo Ayama International last 2 weeks on the Kanija ye will come up like I say on the Kanija preparation needs near there some of the Bekano Sahindri now yeah now the man Joel when you pass the fashionistic right.
Sir, Alatula can fashionista. Anna fashionista. Na and say fashionistic.
Na they are correct na.
Fashionistic.
Stickinista.
Fashionistic. English no your fashionista.
And confused.
But fashionistic no yeah free Latino one say you know fashionistic. Yes, it you bet one fashionistic. What you say? Say job aristica no say aristico.
Okay. Joel here call YouTube now live joining and ISN joining we are testing kwani mu anesa. Let's on the show this got Kukobe bro and here call betting ni mu ankasa ni amodi kakra dia show boto. So for the number just saying I want to be part of the show. I want to join the group. Near my link in just by way of recap Galatasaray and Liverpool we this week 1-0. Liverpool say 1.5 no cross or don't quite Sanchu Liverpool for being serious. Nana Muntimin Shama won say okay. Newcastle Barcelona the 1-1 Barcelona so bad last minute. Atletico Madrid ball Tottenham Hotspur by 5 goals to Tottenham and a good run in the group stages and in the league phase I should say, but I had the Atletico Atiano. Bayern Munich also Atlanta Bonekensia Leverkusen Arsenal inform Arsenal Leverkusen in a chain draw. It had to take Arsenal so obey a last minute goal to grab penalty and go for penalty dear boy. And then of course this is the I'm laughing. Yeah, let me continue laughing. Now the most successful club in this particular competition on Bochobia. Or City na ekome enyo ni Fanasa Paris Saint-Germain bought Chelsea by 5 goals to 2. Then Porto Glimpse. Now tonight, guys, me say Porto Glimpse to Honjuma. Minim how special and a Bodo here. Is it that they have exceptional players and now as a fairy tale Libya? Or any team just to guy gigi no. Was that since he team it me man also style be. Say baby, we are here. We shall not show. And then they run no so put some big games, no big guys in there. Tinya say when you fluke when na monche bob boys attack ba mo anyway or bob big boys we know do Asach Sporting CPU. I'm a Sporting nya one go kra. Oh that's an interesting story. So when you go into the Bodo story, then of course the other stories are him. Then you're zooming into the other games and so about. So then my update of the next games. I hear anymore. Say I'm on for my call. Fikasi mono. Then my update. This is it. But me say Timo Biom say Wednesday. No, it is Tuesday. Yeah, it is Tuesday. Chelsea versus PSG. Chelsea versus Paris Saint-Germain. How is Chelsea going to overturn this? So I give thing now but HR residents here, but now someone for Montreal HR residents here for top ho abaje jegua se ho amwa Philippa ye ba di mu odin pa now someone for ye ba bi amoje first we 1 year sure so Deportivo Alaves de PRL at 8 p.m. and then there's Borussia Mönchengladbach St. Pauli about 5 minutes to be at me for born to Torino versus Parma. It is 7:45 a few minutes to go. Marseille Auxerre. I say well, I must say this season, I'm on your bad side, but you have this game basically. Then the other games ongoing, the Turkish Super League is on. Fenerbahce, hey, oh, I didn't hear go. Fenerbahce, what Josh and I want to near you. Something here, crowd, huh?
On tobacco crowd.
Yeah, we, Nana.
Say
I was saying, man, to score, poker, to score. Fire. LED Itifak by a goal to nil. About 37 minutes in the Saudi Pro League. Then Ali LED Cassia by a goal to nil. Then of course Riyadh and Etihad. This is the game. Riyadh and Etihad. And Etihad LED Riyadh by a goal to nil. Menesri and our border goal for Etihad. Benzema ni want only sa dia. It's a one samano. I'm sure the scorer of the early goal, Ivan Tony. Yes, Tony is still there. Tony Nenyada goal for Ali and Tiamas. Oh, you're from Mesama Makwaba Bim.
Yeah, just so. Yeah.
Dear good just in no, guys. May I say the fee the UEFA Champions League, of course. Then we come to the current stuff. You remember the Didi Dramani voice now, Yakum. Of course, about touch on the DIO. It's been my touch on Andre. Enter my it's been touch on Andre. Then there are stories continue. Yatia Simonia, it's in Pacho resource. No, Yangina, fight Bia. Resource me boss to no fa the opposite of Fakpani Konia Sa crossover Sandia Babunia dia. Eti kwamna twebe microphone Evans. Twebe mic no. Which of the resource na shock you pa this week?
I think the one that shocked me the live commentary by that is Manchester City or travel copium of Spain or Stadio Santiago Bernabeu. It was a shocker because going to the game, I remember the keyword during the commentary Kanija Yusui, and I stand with because I stood with him on that particular word now Yusui, which is a depleted Real Madrid side.
A depleted Madrid side
because Real Madrid were going to this game, many of their key players were not available. As of now, yes, we've seen Kylian Mbappe Loton is back or training now cover Adebabasa or normally training, but to be honest and sincere, the kind of players are one Ediko Remo or game now they just oppose you here the city Eddie Banwa Nanka a kind of pass as in player yeah a kind of Nanka Manchester City and so the air ahead most especially say now omo coach na they didn't just say Manuel Pep Guardiola Salah Babe won 190th game as a gaffer in the history of the Champions League, and ono Babe equal recorder equal the DD AS Alice Chapman Ferguson and so with only 2 coaches per and omo essence our record now or Babe and the kind of players are now almost started from the goalpost to the attack say me now me remu ediamawa. We are talking about a game Bobo Kwandindi Real Madrid by with goalkeeper that is Courtois uko remu echiwa that 4-4-2 diamond formation now already did Alvaro Abello Ebono. You have Trent Alexander-Arnold, then Antonio Rudiger, Dean Huijsen and Fallon Mendy. So I'm on boy then echiwo ediama Real Madrid in 15 or Yusu Federico Santiago Di Peter Eyenes Valverde. You have that young chap Pritash Thiago Pritash, Aurelien Tchouameni and that of Arda Güler. Yes, of course. And then you had this Brahim Diaz and that of Vinicius. On any day with this particular squad, Real Madrid missing the services of Kylian Mbappe, missing the services of David Olukutumbo Alaba, Alvaro Carreras, then talk of Eder Militao, Jude Victor William Bellingham, and including Rodrigo Goes. All these players are only available for Real Madrid. Now, Okonya Manchester City and the coach Guardiola, after the Gianluigi Donnarumma, who is a winner in the Champions League, he's seen it with Bobo Queves at Paris Saint-Germain. You have Abrante Didi Kusaro. So this is where the problem lies. Kusano playing the right back. You have the Ruben Diaz playing along with Maguire, and then you have Nico O'Reilly. So at the back line of Manchester City going to the game, though they were having informed players are for now this season. Ometimi the artistic Premier League new well. No me ko yedi Manchester City. Omo so metimi battle Obokoa. Your friends Arsenal for the title. But then now Rome Champions League more. These are players no more experience. So more tasty Champions League football no. And so now of them talk of the Kusanov, talk of the Nico O'Reilly's, and even the Maguire. Our recruit in the January transfer. I mean the January window. He's been playing for Crystal Palace. As for Champions League football, no, a city na man akwenya weden obobie. So uko piemu a chiro the Manchester City with the exception of their goalkeeper and that of Ruben Dias. Omo makani nyina no, omo experience for Champions League mu no, Eriko ne wo fam. Uko Remo 50
experience ne wo fam.
Talk of Savinho. And then that of Rodrigo Hernandez Cascante. Obama G2023 Champions League, you know. Then you have Bernardo Montavega Silva, Abrante Diri Jeremy Doku, Omuna Nebo, along with Ghanaian striker, Nyamin Chad, the Wetimaji Premier League Player of the month of February for the exploits. Antoine Semenyo playing along with Abrante Diri Erling Haaland. So with the informed squad now, already Guardiola buy no compared to the immediate two Real Madrid no, definitely now saying City team yebo bokwa or Madrid one. This was the 16th time I know Mkwakwa. In fact, it was 18th time in all competitions Real Madrid and Omakobo but in the UEFA Champions League for 5 consecutive times now Bobo Coven said any Real Madrid any Manchester City abono many times games no ekg at some point in time the recent one Real Madrid en route to so Mkwakwa Champions League 2020 that is 4 year no now so Mko Man City more body I can say semi-final and we all remember
but what went wrong for City?
What went wrong is the players now made to Jano. Look at these players make us a Kusano. So check how our brand so ball the right back position the rating now from talk of Nico Reilly inexperienced we know. Look at that first goal for goalkeeper the day Thibaut Courtois making his 3rd assist in the UEFA Champions League for now goalkeepers on my assist our Champions League history no on the LED with 3 assists. Look at that pass, that long searching pass to Abrante Valverde. How Valverde was able to also read the ball now. Na Eban ho etimiji ye. Sananke any experienced left backer. Eriko, believe me, nanka nyadi anka Abrante Valverde benya that opportunity. Edia fa Abrante no. Ama goalkeeper so or try say oba be sweepy. That's Donnarumma ball be fan ho.
Right.
Aside that, if you look at certain chances City nyaye as nice and come utilize now. Sabe o catch him say that is Rudiger, Edin Huijsen. One more players and I can rely. Abraham squad way. My game best at here. Obi Abeka said there be because these are injury prone players. Abraham said in Hoisen or JJ Card or Juan Kopra. Rudiger has not been consistent for them. Even Trent Alexander-Arnold, who had a super A game at Manchester City now Benebao no. I can tell you say he's also not very reliable. But it's on any day, so no opportunity, no body Real Madrid. Alexander-Arnold has been that player. Even the Alvaro Abelues, they've been praising him for the kind of game or the moment. So clearly, game Munanka Seko Real Madrid had that personalities. They had to win some players on Manchester Champions League. No minimum high football, most especially in the knockout stages, compared to that of Manchester City. Though you can tell me, say Erling Haaland was bought Champions League since 2019-2020. You can players or involved among 50 plus goals more. We are talking about Erling Haaland, Kylian Mbappe, the Vinicius, and that of maybe Robert Lewandowski. But this particular big game, and not Erling Haaland bono, or be about following the trajectory. And so next a game I able muno. When you say Erling Haaland about big game, BBC Yana and Cheda and Enkoye, and you give credit to that. Center backs, Rudiger and that of the Huijsen, how they were able to close the spaces. Abrante utilizing. Talk of even Semenyo, all these players, because of the inexperience and the kind of personalities Real Madrid no more they album. Despite the fact that no players in Bebria and Komiyeki no I think say Alvaro Abelua he did well despite the fact say only much experience as a coach in the UEFA Champions League because he was coaching Real Madrid and Real Madrid are the grandmasters of the UEFA Champions League. When it comes to this stage trust them, they do for you, but clearly already Guardiola also prove time with that number about big games like this you're not obsessed in terms of the tactics and expect it senka obetimi the maneuver the way first and second first and second a goal no so no nanka you will be expecting senka obetimi substitutions e be pay off, but unfortunately ni nyina anye the entimi antentam emfa ho so introduce to Tijani Rangers be mu Atinuria oba mu babe yi that is Nico Reilly.
Do you think City is going to be able to come back?
I don't think at this stage 3 goals Real Madrid leading, they are going to the Santiago Etihad Stadium. Listen, maybe Manchester City will have to do some double work here. But I don't think
they're going
Real Madrid are no Champions League with Valverde.
But we've seen results like this before. Even 4 goals.
Comebacks. We've seen it. But this particular one, Real Madrid said only 3 unanswered goals. Oh, Santiago Bernabeu. I foresee a team. Maybe they will have the service of Mbappe, like I'm saying. So I return, say Mbappe Samba. You can players back home so torment City. Oh, Champions League.
So you don't see
about Mbappe. So I don't see
back,
City. So we're looking at their inexperienced players and now know every the personalities, the character. Real Madrid one. I don't see Manchester City.
So Asempa 94.7 FM, the headquarters of Ghana Sports. Yes, Prep Zone is the name of the show. Yatiasi kwemu anisa ye wrap up tiasi mafa Europe Champions League ni ade ye chire ma how England clubs na suffer. But kwabna sapon out in kan ya bremwe na yenhwe maybe say kwabna which of games na shocking also the results no.
Yeah, I would prefer to talk about Bodo Glimt. Will be some question about Bodo, and quite surprising say at this stage of the biggest European club competition. Now Bodo Glimt Egusua now have a roller coaster ride, playing big teams without fear and favor. Teams are on any day. Omochi, a club will be at the level of Bodo Glimt. We should see some sort of vulnerability be a womumu. You see who some sort of fear be a womumu, or see who some sort of retreat and surrender be a womu game. But this is a Bodo Glimt. People are now enjoying Bodo Glimt better than even Liverpool themselves. Bona Lipu money ade bono and then for quite enjoy Bodo Glimt football no Liverpool. And I want to tell a tier for the reason why in tears I no more in the AC. And I record him say yes, stated on record say Bodo Glimt is the first Norwegian team where we do this stage of any organized Champions League. I started kikikaye. This is the first
round of 16.
Yes, round of 16. This is the first Norwegian club.
And I know the Norwegian clubs need Nimuno.
The Rosenborg, Norway. Rosenborg, no, Norway. Rosenborg.
I just say,
and I know
I tell them why
Copenhagen is in Denmark.
And I'm going to Rosenborg.
So they are the big boys.
No.
Bodo they are better than they should.
Yes. Now, Eric, having said that, what do you say? If you go into the Bodo Glimt proper, now person will tell my story now say this is a team and community say 2017 appointment to the people that will come and manage our team.
Okay.
Koya Kofa, a former Air Force fighter pilot. A former Air Force Air Force fighter pilot.
Okay.
What you say? Nyawuko you can say no way kromwa. Amudi ewiamushan. Anya ewiamushan e de fan crofo no. Ewiamushan e de kokono.
Okay.
Ne watchi no. And e kofo obi na your employee no. So a lot of people in Norway started asking questions. Say, but yeah, football. Now a former Air Force fighter pilot today. What has he got to do with football? That's the question. And exactly Bodo Glimt underlines something mental training and culture. Inti your employee Orani Dean at the beyond Mesvak. We are a former Air Force firefighter, pilot, and they say, Ome training Bodo Glimt for no when it comes to mental situation, mental faculty, and again building culture. Inti under Papano Edumana. Oh yeah, Edema team it is a Bodo Glimt. Usha a normal follow under him. I watch him Bodo Glimt. Number one. Focus on the process, not the result.
Process.
Yes, process, and the process specifically. A philosophy, a focus on performance, routine, any preparation. What you say? More akonya on the big stage. Now, what they are not told China, then there is one particular thing Juma and a nay and a mate's our story. I say, yes, so call your friend.
What was my name for Rosenborg? Did you say Rosenborg?
Yeah, make a Rosenborg.
They are the most successful club there. They have 26 titles in Norway.
Now, me guess a good.
Yeah. Hona, working parties in your friends. Ghana was
strong set. Ampa. Medasipa. Inti Eric under Papa na Jubano. Another thing I can the no fear mental building. I'm so call your man be fun. No fear mental building. Inti no ya the football na tunche ya koba. Ya build what ya say baby and also ujina usuro bia. Entokwa. But surprising say near ya building up training wa. Entokwa ba what jiban wo wiem Edema Norway no and then a Norwegian club and the Bodo Glimt. I employ no.
And you're gonna clubs even compare.
Say the question will come back to in normal course we say has it worked for them? And since 2017 on my appointment you.
Is I know here.
I'm going to take Chrome and him near catch your mom so no football people.
No, but the fact that
and I made sure we say Obi Nimo Obi Chre Obi Nimo Obi Chre Obi so free Obi
Mincha Kaninja no asema what can I once that I've been consistent with certain way be am cancel football 90 minutes na no park na so no just a fraction of the whole football system asema Kaninja can purely about mentality so what
and that is what people have said about us now. So want to win your league, you know. It's a mentality.
One thing Mikel Arteta buy or the class na team no. This off the coaching thesis antics maybe. So what should ask all or nothing now and our bettiness. Nancy said the Kaninja can. I think somewhere or see almost is I think somewhere 2001 or 2022. Almost fire almost flight. Almost the by this say match how to focus on idea now
because we are rough
Eric we cry yes a book na football na yam kofuma dwunum bebre yam bi say isn't it that notion outside say if you team kwa say e ya no control you can say so get ni comfort
na why din
obi abese didn't ya
and
still that discipline and build
you know say as for military yeah
yes ateta kofa konfo o shada ko high amua yes we mo be akronfo say omumra no me Arsenal players na me training omu ye ni ya wiawia bi mu phone say na
smart kura
na say mu money na ho nti ball na mo bono say mu lose side ka kra bia
I get
that
point.
It's purely psychological.
Na me dey ba mu ni say enuntina one baby I can start for fear. I see they've planned this for the last 7 years. They've planned it. So who shema? Me say last 7 years in po.
Last 9 years.
Say 2017. Almost started project with 2017.
It's fair enough.
Yes, 2017. So baby I do. Now face say oko 13 coach and now Rashi coach. No catch us say your players are not built for the league and now o players mentality enu baby on person mudua. Now what Ghana na abuefu. Now what Ghana na abuefu.
And what say Asema Kaninja psychologically. Say a club na anawe football player. Now bobo e Norwegian league. Ye rate Europe top 10 leagues are obi amfa Norwegian league in count. Now in the Champions League, layout for the group stages. Now in between, you still be share Atletico Madrid. One we no musa share
Inter Milan.
To baka say
Inter Milan.
Me draw no dey am one
Omoni Atiku. Atiku 2-1.
Ewo
Germany ni Dortmund ko 2-2.
So she interview.
Inter Milan home and away. Inter home and away. Man City 3-1.
What I say?
3-1 now the Inter.
Guess any flu, any into.
Interesting story about Bodo.
But Mama Nibrea, you can make any place in our value because
oh yeah.
Coach not your manamano. Or when in pass a trophy from Winter Minje.
Well, you're trying.
Once of more competition in the or may potential winners. But on when you pass on chances of winning a minimal.
Yeah.
But
they are still trying.
But on what the value be a team no anyone one kasa players na kasa omo value one you have no idea.
Can we mommy?
Me. So Eric,
I want the man can say mom.
Oh yes, I don't know say story na ba na interest no say ye nyina ye tumi afifam oh when the man so near tie mu no so check na men ko 16 tie mu no eso check na wo wiase
enko 16
no 16 we dey baby dey aye
okay
that's Eric omo obi ate asese ball no ye bebo ye be hye nkrofo te se na wo de kwabena sha ase na kwabena keka the meaning of the dia waso egu ni ho so ene sa ne
waso egu ni ho so
oh there be say enye dia de wo ntimi kase waso egu ni so a
there be by twi kase waso egu ni ho so
nye so do na asese ni egu ni ho so
na ye no wafa the dia Evans kwabena sapon
there be atokwa waso egu ni ho so
so do na tun hu di
enye we enye in a negative way
there be o kase waso dia negative
e dia kwabena dia to ne ho so eno ye okay man
na wafa to ne ho so ba waso egu ni ho so de
so ani wafa the same difference o
and talk just o si ho and what the difference o si ho de
context
depends on well okay well my jet him say chika santi chika so o say the meaning is to get motivation from Dina or the atone so no
okay
and now say a Dina feel say all code any more person de nante no there should be something into Bodo Glimt understood from the point to say if we want to compete to the highest level here, most definitely a bit share teams are and they started building this thing that we are seeing
and just start
and overnight and 9 years ago and almost start here this investment. Now this is what makes them special. I'm telling you this, the tactical identity and training. I've watched Bodo Glimt matches so I'm boy now with the big guys. They didn't change on my style of play.
Okay.
Attacking formation of 4-3-3 and no boy.
Yes, I mean.
No. Yes, I mean. I'm a toe and a Marino. Number bass and I'm straw. Match match or more defensive. Bodo Glimt has nothing to do with the team or your defensive. No. You say identity in say high intensity of 4-3-3. A very consistent system. A focus war that intensity attacking and possession.
Bonade.
Bonan, Obesha man was show. Amon Shom so no munyawa, no muso gu ni mase. And Bodo Glimt, system amodi Germany. Apart from that, people should go back and check recruitment policy. Talk about Kotoko's recruitment today. And you will see the full soldiers of Kotoko come at you. Omubo foot sawa kantim nasem. Are we not
13
Are we not in recent times getting information from the top hierarchy of House of Folk? Say players in our honor, they don't deserve to play the team.
Yeah.
And you're outsiders so. And you're Yamon Central for team Nankasano, Nimu, current and former people are making decisions for us. Are we not getting this information from them? But when some of us here started a kasa, or make out somebody to radio, so you act like if I say unknowing. I say yenim be biawa asasi so. Shawko Bodo Glimt Thompson recruitment policy no. A data driven strategy and recruitment. Almost so many say to go down to identify undervalued talent. Before as well, undervalued talent. Now say your body about justify inclusion. Omo tuna ho players will be able for no I'm a charmer, yafa. More than officer, you good. No one for now. They what they call. Then the big players that fit into their system inculcate that mentality. So born no, and you want in born kwa your place. So many born no, but almost robo no bo. What you say? No me decide no ashe team nemo. Inti Eric, na Bodo Glimt the roller coaster rider. Omunya with Champions League. Beautiful. In fact, Bodo Glimt's performance won so that won kabeka say. Ebia Bodo Glimt at this stage we are performing from the group stage Albertum Sabri. We are performing even better than Manchester City.
Yes, they've done well.
You won't be wrong to say it's a Bodo Glimt I perform even better from the league phase I perform break than Manchester City I Pep Guardiola and the coach it is simply because the team has a system. They know what they are doing. They've been building themselves for over 5 years for this occasion, and I take your winner by surprise. The last time
they've won the championship 2020, 2021, 2023, 2024.
Imagine 4 times. Absolutely. It tells you. Baby, I know achievement. Having said all this, there is one thing to play to the gallery of Bodo Glimt teams in our dream maso. The unknown soldiers factor.
The unknown soldiers.
Yes, they are on. Say it is very simple for Bodo Glimt to say on the Man City, but coach in final Google players of Manchester City, and they. Because of the technological world, what you say? If we enter no money, sir, they tell no. The check will be a detail. Will be bia now. Beguho be bia. Utumi who team nuclear strength and in the weakness. Utumi quite check players in the biano. Bodo Glimt players and what boy extremely difficult to have those information.
Well, guys, on our screen to see more matches, the results and all that. 5 wins in a row. That's nice. And three.
Teams are Kessel Bodo Glimt no my win with the exception of AS Monaco. I was share Bodo Glimt 1-0. Bodo Glimt didn't team Kessel be more champions this season. Ni goal scoring age na 2 pe. Ono bo to na say be 2-2 be 3-3 2-1 2-1 2-2 3-3. Derek, the unknown soldiers factor no.
Because let's we said the name.
Into you can easily underrate them because of team no Bodo Glimt no. But they are much purposeful, very organized, understand themselves, and they know what they are doing on the field of play. And no not take it. So if you are taking care, ni ankoye demand pipe. Now so Bodo Glimt no at the time the semi-finals. Really? I'm telling you.
But they are facing Arsenal next. If
yeah. Bodo Glimt for no.
Arsenal to me qualifier.
Okay, maybe
qualifier.
Bodo we use Sporting Lisbon frame.
Really?
I'm telling you, where in a frame. Obeko Portugal, mark this thing. Keep my voice. Say Obeko Portugal, ne Sporting Lisbon. I could either 2-2 or 3-3. As how be people Norway. Wow. No, I could train Arsenal for. Arsenal funny and can't say they should be careful of what team. No, Leverkusen Arsenal from that Emirates.
Okay.
Into my main family and media. None person may share the story of Bodo Glimt and how they managed to get here, get to this level. If I say teams that started Champions League, over 55 teams. Champions League from prelims. Everybody over 50 teams and the boss are prelims, you better do league phase, you better parents, you better room. Now I got 16 teams. Now see team Bene Womwa, or hard Junior Champagne for you say Bodo Glimt. Now me feel say or some man comfort your story.
Wow, so that is Bodo Glimt and Asem Kakra. Now talking of the manager, I'll let you guys comment on it. Mama Obianka Sanche, Bodo Glimt, I'm say Kaninja Ewi. It's a comment on Kakrania Kobat. Kjetil Noxton, I don't know, manager, or 57 years of age. I don't know, I'm year project, and 3 years in a row, Waje, a year coach of the year. And son said, my first ever league title was in 2020. After that, no more JJ 2021. And so they come into the Champions League as league champions, and of course, Wabojumapa. And during the 2021-2022 Europa League, Europa Conference League, I'm debut group stage in the whole year. Then they came to the semi-finals of the 2024-2025 Europa League. Yes, they are advancing from the Conference League. They came to the Europa League, and here they are, becoming the first Norwegian club to reach the semi-finals of major European competition. That is the Europa League. Now they come here. Now Mama do round of 16. Almost have a record also round of 16.
Say first Norwegian.
I do this far in the Champions League.
Only one thing.
I'm coach, I'm youth team no head coach. And obey assistant coach. Wow. And I'm pam coach, and I'm the man say he understands the system. And this is how far he has brought the team.
Wow. He's done so well.
What's that social story now? Oman started Champions League on a very good note. In fact, social table now. Bodo Glimpse, AD 23rd. Out of the 8 games, Omo winning 2. But 2 no more winning yet. It was against 2 of the big boys in the Champions League. It is a Osha a year fixtures no. Our first game was against Slavia Prague. Omo kobo 2-2 away. Then our next game in the Champions League no. Omo tena fie ni Tottenham Hotspur esambo 2-2. Omo third game in the Champions League. I dare say omo etena echo away to Galatasaray. Omo lose 3-1. Ewo Turkey. And then the 4th match omo boy in the Champions League. Omo tena fie mo di red card. AS Monaco be show mo 1-0. Nti had them be sure say na omadwin be omo say ya jiegu.
But what is these things? But do you think say a fluke? And I say
no.
After it till the one team be shown in the moon, yes, so extraordinary. Not in the moon, cause I be.
After this year, no, ABA they might not achieve this success.
And who didn't get? Say who got ready?
Exactly. A woman near one unknown club will be no Babaji.
How far do you think
Jose Mourinho?
How far do you think they can go? Looking at their roots,
they will go past Sporting CP.
Then they come face Arsenal.
They come face either Arsenal or Leverkusen. I think Economy be true.
Really?
Yes.
Is it because we are Arsenal fan and the fact that
so much here Leverkusen be yom.
Hey, so much City.
But so much here Leverkusen be yom. So much with experience and quality. So much here Arsenal be yom.
But you say in they have quality. City didn't have quality.
They had it. But now they are more a journey to embark our Champions League game. A football. Omo betimi Arsenal frame. Omo betimi buying Leverkusen frame. But what I say. Let's also not forget say these 2 clubs omo kwakusho money na no. On paper, our experience and quality than them. Until they will start the game as the favorites.
Okay, that's fine. I get it. a point. So you think Leverkusen Arsenal lie one on bedu? Okay, that's ni Bodo Glimpse has some touch on it na for yam kwani.
Yes, I think wonderful job na omudi wo ho no. Especially say na omo kan no man start league ni. But you know this games no sa neba and other normal start here. You know some league no on break. Almost start season here. So this is one of the things that affecting them. But as time goes on, they are picking. And baby a be how kakra when they fully start the season. And now they back will be a be home because by then no after all travel akobo matches obekwa away obesan back home and no so betimi alametel ewo. But looking at the kind of year by obeka say a fluke enya sa from last season Europa League when they in film Tottenham they in film and because it was semi-final and Tottenham take advantage there then and no ball in film I can get to a bunch of teams to cross show more to do semi-finals. So I can tell say they are prepared and don't am I hearing if say omni any big name bia ewo omho it is their players who are trying to sell themselves enti yenye bibia be ma edin there akwa akire Ken Eddie history na ewo baby a omo pick omo niam fi and aba it will clearly tell you say they are up to something and you as a player when him say even say club 90 man je shimpo who as a player do kwa akire so what do you do say over field of play na amount 30 minutes you make your name within that 30 minutes and I think they are doing it. I won't be surprised so we do semi-finals. I won't be surprised because share by Leverkusen bar Bundesliga and share bomba Champions League so share home no strong kwa we and said that enye gidigidi bia ema. Arsenal on the other hand share Arsenal start season now we've seen teams if they decide to play good football Arsenal struggles unless Oyawajen say onomo beko that hard games match also titiri me be but on the foot of play you for born 20 amba Arsenal struggles and really? And I tell you for a fact say if say Bodo Asia Arsenal I know Bodo will get to semi-finals.
Hey, Obey Arsenal.
You trust Bodo?
Yes,
so Odu semi-final. We've seen Bodo play Inter Milan. We've seen them play AC Milan. We've seen them play Man City. We check game no more. They are psychologically they are prepared for these big guys. Psychologically they are prepared. And I can't meet you. It's difficult to get their data. Difficult to get it. It's difficult. Until the little bit when you say, "We show them Champions League." Now watch so now they are here, and they've adapted themselves to the other clubs. It's only Inter bar, only the way Inter bar, only the way shooting players, only the way Anyamayeko. And say no be kind say obo sebi club kitu ebi wa Ghana. Now be share Santo Kotoka na crowd so folk. One more home dia one beto. So it is a time to prove yourself. It is say omunya these bigger opportunities and our platforms you omanya na. E ho no mu prove your ho. And imagine say what me say Lisbon. Now about PM or quarter finals. Ni akasi Abia or bo home first. And check. Obia no what me akon home akopeke. And because of the favor, when say over Europe, no mu use natural grass na kasa. Eti ochi was so there o make sure say
it's a hybrid.
Yeah, hybrid. Into ochi one and o make sure say oji. And so about way ah. And I get that point. We BM on a both defensive game. We BM yen na yambo. Usha wash. And this is one of the things she team so many Arsenal when Arsenal started the league, almost consider less. But as time goes on, or consider bebre. Everyone thought say Chelsea record and no Kiteba Liga obi our consider less. Arsenal bet my breaky. Ya no game week 17 game week 18 and Arsenal started say or jiguni netimu. So meeting a club obe open up say Saka we bema miss me be my yambo. Shemen. That is where the difficulty is going to
be. Thank you so much. Guys, I feel Mama had the done. Galatasaray Liverpool, where we say, can Liverpool come back? Can Liverpool qualify?
Liverpool have a chance of qualifying.
Oh, really?
But I'm easy.
I don't think Liverpool qualify.
Liverpool, Ayeka.
Inyanye come Liverpool, but you see, says have vulnerabilities now, and it's our defensive shortcomings, you know. Sebe to us or an slot. The team Nimudia, Galatasaray Sport Club, don't forget what Galatasaray this season. So I think say Victor Osimhen nano ne maame Ivat we free mu ama odi sun Bob nanim we wentimi enya go de ba brantia no sesi anu ba bia na adwene nam no so ba Anfield da onim pefe say so timi share because enche bi obe free Galatasaray Eriko I will say Liverpool gina yi
right. Newcastle Barca, you guys 1-1.
Nyabo channel Liverpool frame.
Really?
Yeah, Liverpool frame. Galatasaray for they should thank the VAR for no one. And Liverpool goal no, it should have stood.
Oh really?
Yeah, equalizer no. Energy go sir. And no at ebuoma boom. And I think sir having their supporters behind them in the Ombeshe Galatasaray for. Yeah,
right. Them share the Newcastle Barca. They 1-1.
Or you're dead on arrival. Oh no, Newcastle, or you're dead on arrival.
Or you're
dead on arrival.
Camp no.
Now officer Barca no. Barca league face in the corner ball be share it to one. Officer Barca so Sanchez no return leg or Sanchez no camp no anko be me no kwekuno. Chance for munya ya had ya na anko say at least me feel say the game I watched the entire duration no. Me feel say Galatasaray Newcastle United should have run away with even 3-1 or 3-0.
Yes.
They had chances. Chances.
Ahmad and I said what they say. Black boy no.
Sula.
Debbie. United.
You United call.
Elanga.
Anthony Elanga.
You guys think Barcelona baby. Now you shouldn't tell Atletico Diana. Now I think Tottenham can come back. Yo.
Etia beza be shot Tottenham.
Atalanta by Mama Gatra. Na 60 there na. Aba fia be bo nsia. Oh, ba Lazaro na be abe.
On beza show movie.
Where about that surprises, you know?
Them.
Oh, bomb.
So what you believe by me? Say you for me Champions League.
Atlanta for Lancaster says it's not possible.
Yes, some can deficit no we buy many film.
The only advantage and idea Atlanta for debt. And it's a Bayern and for man breaky Barca 8 goals.
Now, and no pay. Over 2028. Dr. Mahmoud Bamiade, it is possible Besaba. Sano. Because there are possible do can into some change. Atlanta name say it is possible any alliance arena. It is possible some change any possible. Okay. Almost free with that. Almost free.
Arsenal Leverkusen in the most interest. I don't know what kind of simple.
Arsenal Besham. Yeah.
Real Madrid Man City.
I want issues in our one. Madrid Manchester City, I want issues in the one. If you look at City team omu yusu ye. Na ohwe substitutions are pep ye. Na ohwe enormous I mean the real game situations in one. You are tempted to believe we say Madrid and Tutu Nyome ya will be having different story await yard. Even though me would believe we say Madrid with the capabilities also me City for free at this point.
Okay.
But I'm not ruling out Man City entirely because the early stages of the game na share Real Madrid won eventually no. City were the better side in those early stages. They had chances, opportunities to score, and they couldn't. If those opportunities are presented who Etihad, why wouldn't him say? And you take it a better Etihad honor. You will give Real Madrid supporters less, and give more to the faithfuls of Manchester City. In Japan, the chanting and everything, home support will come to play. What you say? The dynamics around the game a bit different.
You're not writing off Man City.
Oh no, maybe right completely. Madrid qualifying, so I will not be surprised.
All right. Real Madrid City also won't write off City.
I won't write off City. The same Real Madrid fast to share 3 goals. No, City can retaliate, give them 4 or something. But send your kind, it will be strange. Say Abalo Abe putting in Mbappe in that particular game.
Strange.
Yes, it will be strange because if he injured by on Peki and Poye, or then the game now you are putting pressure on the defense. So I think the way I call game no corner pepe. City might one way or the other get a goal in this case. If Biombe fighting hard, it might end up in 3-2 and RBB. But Madrid to walk out of this game, I will stage doing there. It is not possible.
Wow, it's not possible.
It's not possible.
Right, Senago.
Game no. Done.
It is done.
It is done. Just that 2 teams at this season, a lot of unpredictability around them, and a couple game. The unpredictability is that there are 2 teams in now bad defensive shape.
Yeah.
And if they decide to consider, consider in a way, but this is the Champions League. This is a competition that Madrid has different ways of appearing in it. And Sana Man City would they should have done it at Santiago Bernabeu. If they had gotten 1 goal at Santiago Bernabeu, they would have still be in the tie. But to allow themselves for Madrid to overrun them by 3 goals, and a year Vinicius and Punk a year 4-1 for me, I don't see how this Pep Guardiola team can come back into this game. Omo need that firepower na ni minimum omo ni biem. Ase na anu ase na man first where they rate so show mo attack ne da ho no a. So we Antoine Semenyo ba January a o ya de omo ni mo na ba le halado bi anya de. Yes. So we Antoine Semenyo nko ade ni free mu a ono de per ni goals per game ratio no respectable no a. Jeremy Doku, Mamouche, one money nyina bebre na omo numbers ne ade you can rely on. And as only Pep Guardiola and the team ye pa, he lost control of the game. Onisa ade no in his current team.
Well,
because the ordinary that ball controller Jumano in Bernardo Silva no, he has lost it. Then unfortunately for him, the number 6 a year Rodri no. Ever since returning from ACL, he has never been the same Rodri. So he's not been able to protect City back four no. As now or yeah now the Koji Ballon d'Or no. He's not been able to do it. And you know say on team protect someone now only control of the game. He's always struggling in the middle.
Wow.
And Emma the team no a bit off and on off and on off and on now.
Can City come back?
Depi. So me was kind of me coffee sema.
Yeah.
I won't go for City qualification.
Wow. Right, I get it. Is it over?
It is slightly over for Manchester City.
Slightly
because Adeba Kukre say obi a Real Madrid fan say this weekend but Ochina Omni Elchinebo Elbanebao. That game is supposed to serve as a booster for the boys.
Dress rehearsal.
Of course. This watch will be training about fee and then I'm catch say game my bonara squad here the Real Madrid ba City there. No City buy empowerment when you be a single goal. Two bizarre say what is then a shock about Sadino. Not even go Ellen allow me then Antoine Semenyo.
Charlie.
And so Real Madrid no are one of the cathedrals, in fact, the most decorated club in the history of the Champions League. Or the personalities. Players are more tasty ball, no money, boarding from goalkeeping department to the attack. Though you have some mixture of blended players, be a do my young squad, be a do my
okay.
But believe me, Real Madrid are not going to leave any stone unturned. Opa. Ma say 100,000 capacity stadium ma Manchester City nkwa 99,000 now they fa be am say 100 be what I said 1,000 before ma Real Madrid so mum and for ma believe me Real Madrid are going to do they do because now Okas Mbappe on consider so bem sometimes stats a play role our game na ebomu Mbappe has a good record against Manchester City. And so also whenever they was starting training over injury no you bet me fan start it obet me ba game anymore and even in Mbappe entering the game no go pose another threat danger at the Manchester City more defense all right. So having those players Mamika Semjo Eriko say Real Madrid player never Vinicius no say dan ko any serious player Kanya ne say any trainer na Eko kese ke 4 no say ke 5 no because that player he's very pacey, he's very good at ball control he is but sometimes squander chances in bebre look at the penalty better. So Real Madrid no at this stage 15-time champions compared to say one-time champion. Guardiola attempt the oil obsessed on the tactics. Right, Real Madrid are good to go.
Okay. But apparently my main town and Chelsea can come back.
It will be difficult for Chelsea to come back. I think inexperience.
Stamford Bridge.
Yes, can be. And you see, near City, Real Madrid Asema, it boils down to one thing. Man City gets the ball, they want to pass the ball around. Madrid had a focus. We want to score. Similar to Chelsea against PSG. Ocha game now. FIFA World Cup Championship finals normal boy. It can't be compared to game normal boy. You might think say PSG say 5-2, but at the end of the day, no Chelsea was loose. No, Chelsea played good football, but things and Uncle Yamon. One of the reasons I me identify and say you could clearly tell say PSG over 500 passes, 500 passes on me. About half of them or most of them was made within Chelsea halves. But compared to Chelsea, you're making 400 passes you're making. Most of them area no Chelsea have. So we want to hold the ball, distribute the ball, rely on counter attacks. But PSG rely that the focus was ball na koshe. Into munyabo bia is pass ye koshe. Unlike Chelsea, the defenders want to touch the ball. Inexperience suwum Shafafana. Inexperience or the rare games ni mambwa. Only player bit said Dembele ko. At the end of the day, Dembele go no share na. If it was any high class or world class defender bia, Oba shooting Dembele from scoring that particular goal. But because of inexperience in Tino, and on my Dembele space, and of Dembele de ball on the foul no ko share. Omoba Stamford Bridge pitch no, and your pitch kesiye bia, it allows you to run a lot. It is a PSG kasiye bia you rely on your pacer. And we've seen it. Class be Braba champion, about Chelsea. That thing has limited them. And what they have to do is that we've already had 3 goals. We just have to keep close, play compact football. Young pressure on Nayanje ball. Some years at the end of the day, it will help them. Wow. But for Chelsea to come back will be very difficult.
5-2. Paris Saint-Germain 5, Chelsea 2. Chelsea fan, I can't still them.
Miyam shishime. Because Liam Ross no answer say Guardiola sunu kakra woni mu. On asem na ni kan no. No kwasem pa na brand na ka no. Eno a me hyede nya time hwe game no. Now no na ye Real Madrid ni City team an hyede enya we. Beno a me hyede nya tre. Champions League na ye born this week ni nya na Eriko. Eba no average in terms of say goalkeepers. Omo ANS ni no touches a. Eriko yes saying 42 average touches goalkeeper. Gianluigi Donnarumma enya 23 touches. Oh, sit in Real Madrid. Philip Jorgensen, 20 Cruz ana. Philip Jorgensen no ye Andre Pello. Onya assistance 3 passes. Ada way why? Eti ball ni nyina say Chelsea and no catch the defenders no yechi Omma passes no sa from Chaloba na ko Fofana na ko Malo Gusto na ko Kukureya na ko goalkeeper no so. And this is Bobo Cresa Paris Saint-Germain. No mo purpose no ye ba ko pe. Let's tackle them. Let's close their spaces. Young cho mo half wa. Then punish mo. Dia basa na. Nsemi ya na mo tie can see that we will force you to play what?
Nonsense.
And no na no did Chelsea no. So until say Liam Ross no. Obese who said there are some games yeah the big boss never Champions League Macau say personalities.
So why
Philip Jorgensen game?
Why your big
Robert Sanchez and eso kobo.
Okay.
But Obese try say oh anya number 1 oh we so see as a na ye kan we call mental and one break. Side game when you the mental break. It must say Liam Ross no 3 goals no 3 goal deficit. Chelsea are capable so because having that guy Enzo Fernandez alone so available Moise Caicedo mu available even Yao Pedro Nkwara de Jesus and the Copames we can do the job. But when there be Ubebo ni na chiro ama goalkeeper than playmaker. I think say any emfa 3 goals dey be there but Chelsea fans no as we to ababeboa am home no that support that and dey no me dey akwa and me expect say Chelsea be win no game no against Newcastle. It's a big game no mbebo. If Chelsea are able to win that game believe me you PSG for omunjira yi but ade no 80% advantage on Paris Saint-Germain. Just 20%. Chelsea will have to prove any better. Any bookmaker wrong and so no the advance the quarterfinals.
Right, let's see how that match go and how those matches go on Tuesday. HR residents or Dan Suman last stop in the second leg. Pep might get his selections right. Ryan Cherki, Tijani Reinders, Phil Foden, they will all start. Rule number 1: don't let Man City score first in the first 20 minutes. Esa Ayeka. Right, Benedict the out there by I don't know. Eriko Chelsea dear Ayeka, but we could try and see. Yes, indeed, this is the headquarters of Ghana Sports. Eriko. All right, thank you so much. Sort of message by Slash said Leverkusen no Bob Papa man. He can eliminate Bodo. Which experience?
Bodo for the boys and your audio.
I was okay. Yeah, or thereby no. Okay, Mr. Ebenezer Kwabenedu, Mr. Ebenezer Kwabenedu. I be like King Kanija, a video na that the patient that status no. Can't so marry and woman is stove, boss. Stove no farmer ware for farmer.
I saw on
Every or the marking of us and a farmer for. Oh, farmer. One way and one more. I want to stove because yes, I did. All right, it's Mr. Ebenezer Kabnedu. Greetings going out to you. Okay. Good evening, sir. Please. Okay, I want to join more. And what's some running? It's there are games that Basel this weekend. Games be in England, in Spain, in Italy, in Germany, and all that. Are we seeing say in France? Send a long for a year. Your money, man. Paris Saint-Germain. Now Paris Saint-Germain. Are we going to see a surprise this year? Born not long for them, Podo. And our PSG is too good.
No, you see, always
but this is on Trimo. You about 25 games, 1 point.
I think the last 2 years or so, between the two, but could be sana, But at the end of the day, PSG will still come back and then win the French league. Eric Winham said, playing at the top level, especially the level of PSG, competitions and the games are involved in, a dose was compared to long for now. Because we are talking about a club in the season, over 50 games in all competitions. And PSG bought over 50 games in all competitions because the competitions involved in, they will go far. Go far as the finals or far as the semi-finals.
Okay.
Last year, for instance, the competitions PSG sweeping all the domestic trophies in France.
Giving long an advantage, right?
Yes, no. I still crown PSG.
Okay.
Simply,
maybe I don't know man long to be better so.
No, T. Amono. they know how to do things when it comes to managing games. Because mind you, PSG bought Champions League. No, him for no nam. On nam ayi from Ukraine mo baby. On also the level no. So PSG one side on the Champions League, and then the domestic. In fact, any inside of PSG Bekacho say or prioritize the Champions League than the domestic football. Inter Banisa, the farther they go in that competition, no, the more ahead to more efie. Into if you will not get that consistent results. But the moment PSG will realize is that in normal side to end to 2 years, they will come back and they'll be serious with the domestic league. No matter how no matter 1, 2.
Okay.
Then they
That's
focus
fine,
on the continental.
Guys, I get that point. Yeah. Now let's talk about Arsenal's league title hunt, and that's now I'm boarding effect. The goals they score crying effect. Oberhemuno and Gardner, no matter circumstance, no budget. Even Leicester, Brow, sorry, Jan, now so budget, Najemi Vardy be, no, pray for the top scorer. Now, team Bia, say, no, City Gia, now Holland, no, Bogum, so Liverpool Gia, na Salah, no, Bogum, what's the animal there? At a chap cross style being na corner being a Muna Bobia Shemuze, exceptional player being in the Woody as the league in the day. If people say that, are they being fair to Arsenal? I mean, isn't it about winning? We almost say no money be and Ateta is only finding a way to win it. And you're in here. And now how no so
winning the league who he has seen BBR. But at the end of the day, no Bisbeka say nefe ena ye hwehwe
nefe
obi beka say nefe ena hwehwe we si wo nsem no una onim kwan ye fa so ye hye ne onkita no onim sa de ne ye hye it asna na se si esi ni na so ana ono hunu say ma start project ache yie pa ensumitimi nji ene major trophy bia etimi hwe strategy we na betima bom amamaje a me find sa strategy we but it's one of the things I think one will say even efficacy me obrofu bia ya make say is the hope that kills. The hope that kills. Say wa sorry Saturday anopa no wa hihya to ho say ameten oxide ka wadi ko wa be bo aba na for akope 100 bi dia to so into hope say ubedi nta first team ni kwase na
wa destroy everything
bibia how because who dey need that so bia to so say kwan bia so as a say offer. That's the same thing happened to Arsenal fans for no. But Brenad you hope to say kowa di kowa ya plan way for 6 years until kwan bia so ye be there the budget
this our year.
Yes, but the whole thing say Arsenal started season now no beautiful football now no be ka ho asem no. They were conceding less goals. They were scoring more goals. But when everything changed to Yakope corner pe, Yakope set pieces pe, Yakope smaller AEB 1-0 bi kra be fan sa 2-0 bi kra be fan sa no. And say sheni ye na ye di no kware you could clearly tell say there are some fouls bia obi beka say ken kontia Arsenal. By the end of the day they got opportunity and obi can say ball na ye fa referee kra ma ne to aso. And it seems everything is working in favor of Arsenal. But here lies the case say Arsenal go to a Champions League nim. Say emphasis City fima City focus na ewo league ne so. Ye ka mentality asem say Arsenal fans no. Last season edube bia say wo share Arsenal 1-0 pa. You would see all the players coming together. No ma be ye kanko now mo teacher format be as almost say before park ne so. No ma be kana is going on. Now we are seeing them to play some of these teams. Obo Everton also. This is also team bia onusu any that form onusu pe bibi aje. So Arsenal in the Champions League, Arsenal playing league so as abegino and no na man here dice no, and it will be difficult say obi beka say teams ni bebre are finding ways and means they will play against Arsenal. Most of the teams so obi ahunu say initially when they started playing good football teams ni hu oma no almost started so musi and om dey akose say now one of the easy ways to stop them they say betu corner na is for your goalkeeper to try and get a touch with Arsenal player a foul ball. So it's a little thing na obi ebe finding way around it. Now it's better Arsenal look at their front three. Ebiamaka say Saka, Joe and I say Kai Havertz mo Gabriel Jesus if injury ba. Until this forwards no who win Liga. We've seen the like of Liverpool winning. Onya Mo Salah share more than 20 goals. You've seen the likes of Man City winning. Onya Haaland share more than 20 goals. Until as Arsenal forward, open so the league now. We want to see your contribution. Our front 3-1. At least as so player be Oji goal king. As so player be obo goals ni goal king
not league that. You don't think that?
I want the man here Dyson.
Go ba me yan go be gumu Arsenal nye.
Yes, we say na man here Dyson. Then man here Dyson say o peke Arsenal team na looking for years na eba ni na no mo be share goals ne de ba no mo ntimi fan do ba bia e ma rain fin so say Shensis or Arsenal team no compared to previous years ball na no mo bona no mo gom gusu ball no betima ka say other prom de aba no say Ezene na say for mom they become ena bitimi boate but the same way na no dey 1-0 winning matches no is the same thing the same way no bitimi pra no about 2-1 the win is the same thing squad depth na ba there but has the results changed no
all right I get it name it Asempa yo bramu na we team wa
obian shemra of football mo say okoji league e say o play ajigo ken
okay enyemra
it's factually incorrect
enyemra
in Libya there has been teams on Major League. Yeah, we had the top 5 scorers of the league now. Omo player Bianca. Manchester City Major League ni under Pep Guardiola. And the player, the highest goal scorer na Kevin De Bruyne. And the goals na bear 13 pe.
That goes na share across.
Spread the goals across. Again, in the Premier League, teams na ebon. Arsenal is the only club that has crossed the 100 goal mark. Pep Guardiola City can be, Liverpool can be. None of them. And now the goals are watching the 100 in all competitions. Of course. What they are not doing China? Arsenal 100 goals no machine. It was 16 and a year set piece goals. What is 16 300 mark? I say.
Okay. Yes, any honey.
You see, people are just not looking into Asempa. Obiash 100 goals. Now say we 16 set piece. They are kind of onya free. About open play goal. So he set piece in the free man. Open play goal. City now share more open play goals than Arsenal in all competitions as in the Premier League. 2 1 2 say. So we set piece in the free. Yemo na ani enko bonje no. We Premier League 20 clubs ni nyina no. City Pep is the only club that have more goals than Arsenal from open play goals. 2 goals difference too. So where is this game coming from?
Numbers don't lie.
When it comes to some of these issues, opinions do not matter. Some agree me say because the statistic there says otherwise. Now in my preamble, once I wanted to talk about Arsenal goals. In the Premier League, sorry league log no so. Medical catch was Eric. You started season. You first points and Chobia. Obia working way out.
Ain't now ball from match day 1.
From match day 1 to Obia it was CCA. Now, so what's the Premier League in one? Arsenal has 59 goals. In the Premier League alone. Manchester City has 59 goals. These are the 2 highest scoring sides in the Premier League. Obi has 59. Arsenal considered 22. Man City considered 27. Arsenal plus 37 goals. Man City plus 32 goals. Statistics says that Arsenal is the best club in the league.
Okay.
Obi opinion do not matter. Arsenal was 7 points ahead of Manchester City. Goals for the Obia battle Yonko net no. What does say Bukayo Saka share 4 goals? What does say Joe Keras share 11 goals? What does say Martinelli share 4 goals? Why no? Ele Haaland share 20 something goals. But at the end of the day, so the team now tour as a collective effort. Obia share 29 goals, and Arsenal decided to spread the goals across. Man City decided to box the goals into one person. A choice.
Yeah. Yeah, they spread it.
You can't tell Obi.
And I will say, yeah, the nipa ba konshi.
And I bet you can't tell me say because nipa ba konshi, it wasn't got chance. I was many nipa ba konshi. Only team to do say na Ele Haaland woman anymore.
Almost a menu.
What you say? Again, your bosses in ye that's OBJ trophy, and I say on the defense. Nobody cares about how they won it. Chelsea Champions League no moje ya no. Do mo share Bayern Munich no. 2012 na Drogba share sa corner kick sese na omoje header na omoje ya no. Me pa cho say that one you ball na efe. After that, what say Obi can Champions League winners and once mama na ka say Chelsea born on board that season na enyefe. What is Obi can be that? Waje. So So umpe Chelsea are Champions League winners. Omo Champions League 2 no. You can no kan once ya be kan de kai harvest mo gi na ka ho. Edinti say e kwa kofuru dua. Na se me de atwede kotare dua ne ho na me fro amafro. Pato ati ase. Se be gina dua foforo na me huri si so amafro. Ye kofuru dua no ye du dua pampam wo no. E na ese obi ansi fom. Kaninja huri free dua ne so. Esi fom. E na osi fom. Walande me so be di mafuta dua no na me ye yir na me so be di me na be si. Walande ya at the same spot. Exactly. So where from this and Arsenal born nyefe. Look, Arsenal game no mo bono. It should tell you the team Arsenal has.
The team near papa.
Of course. I am a man for you almost say Arsenal team no I dey. Me pa cho. And Arsenal team when share Bayern Munich. Almost say. Okay. 3-1. One na hebo ni bi. Sa bo na e bonda be ye afi we man e bon. 3-1 Arsenal share Bayern Munich.
Solid.
Arsenal share Inter Milan say. Arsenal share Atletico Madrid say. The issue is that Ateta has built a team that's all BM so on able betimi wa bonefenchim. So o decide so obeka na to adwuma obetimi aka na to adwum den dia ne sha bedin. The reality is that Arsenal team that was say no ne share de papa. So be show mon de pa. So those who are inside adwuma na ankasa na omoye coaches na omoye players no, they understand what they face when they meet Arsenal team no. It's not about your opinion. It's about what Omomu face I don't know what they say.
Right, for see mami.
Eti Eric, this thing about Anna Arsenal team no. Look, 2022-2023 Arsenal exploded you know. Time no lose league no. It was around this time yeah. Some bekaya. In that
game no be able to say we dey among
in that run in no Arsenal was 17 games omulusu back up against Aston Villa and no omulusu game omulusu league title no City beaten by 2 points. Me what I say the following one now almost any pe Guardiola call head to head no and so omulusu ye no and also it was getting to the latter part of the season say yeah na ka be 10 games or say 8 games and omulusu season no na sebi perform mutenia obakwasi etu du azum prenu wa bobo na efe nyina dey accumulate point ni aba be dru ba bia
photo finish no
aka 8 matches amane dey we o still on san kobo dey ye wo na wo TV achieve no o le ye wo fe na wa fa na adwuma
na Arsenal be sinu aka say wo Arsenal dey na Arsenal
say ye season na say Ateta age trophy dey ama Stan Kroenke ne ba Just Kroenke. Do you think they care about you now TV no o say Arsenal board never do you think they care about you? They care about the trophy no manya no. Sika no mbenya and the opportunity to argument on what
I get your point. Thank you so much.
So people should spare Arsenal and allow Arsenal to play how they want to play
and win the league.
Winners winning one funny thing. City team omo season here. Who's on board nyefe. One City came back to win against Liverpool. And then a man for anchor. Almost say oh and more mentality. And more mentality. But say Arsenal call a very difficult grounds like Brighton and Hove Albion. Arsenal konya a first goal against Brighton and Hove Albion. Arsenal decided say look, born aye born, yentimi nhye biem. So let's protect our lead and take away our 3 points. You also have a problem because Arsenal and Kobo explosive football. Now Brighton will
all right, yeah,
me sami bibia app no. Me the statistics naturally obi a. Numbers do not lie. City were 59 goals, Arsenal 59 goals. Arsenal between Arsenal and City no, all the all competitions ebomo Arsenal across 100 goals, City nyen ho.
Okay, that's beautiful. Yep, now the man. Arsenal going out there and kind of messages now. I started about
2 teams spend away Europe, and on more than 100 goals. 2 teams, Bayern Munich, and I think say Barcelona. And the 100 goals. Yeah.
Just for emphasis, yeah, we Arsenal fan indeed. The more can I announce it now? Or they go musana. Messages ne bound YouTube. Making can be very soon. Touch on the Arsenal. I'm for complaining about how Arsenal is winning games and that. Why would the league champion not have someone in the top scorers chart and corner set piece. I'm for complaining pa.
Yaw ekasa odi duaforo. I am found to one the actual bia. Meso me de nkwan ye. Ese pitogum, hwiegum, e konkwanse kro na mu. Eriko, since 2003-2004, Arsenal boboku no. Since o mama Chelsea, yen na ye the pride of London. And because of that, no, no, Premier League is part of it. Manchester for blue for no, red no. Omo na ejiji. Merseyside for no, red for no, and ejiji ade no. Senye Chelsea ana ba ku bi a Leicester for be for mu ya. Sanko for na eje. London in particular Arsenal team GB. Papa Wenger, Stanislav Kroenke, and then the Josh Kroenke, no, and that time Alicia Usman of more. Man, more time. Senka Papa Wenger, baby, Edu Webino, that man hero, our Dominic Invincibles, the Patrick Vieira's, the talk of the Reyes, and what have you, Robert Perez, more. You see, WWE, Wenger out. Hashtag Wenger out. Obia no yo musenti no. Obedani the villain. Fantastic. Oko. Edward from Nuremberg, one by Amfa. You know me, my ba Amfa.
Let just go do fun now.
What you say? What you say? Are you on a shishimai? Unibai.
Sorry.
What you sure, sorry, Bob? Oh, you know, Polly, what? So after that, a former player of theirs who was also playing for Everton some time ago. This is Mikel Arteta Waba. Season out. Oba from 2021. Obedi that FA Cup. Ultimate trophy beyond Arsenal. But you can see some
win the competition.
A community shield. Okay, so yeah,
no FA Cup. No, there's also community shield.
Yes. So I mean, but I think from 2021, no, and as I did, no. So for yes,
Arsenal did the trophy back.
Yes,
and confronted the trophy.
Africa Cup in the year.
No, he also has a community shield.
Community shield is not a cup.
Oh, it's not a cup.
But yes, Africa Cup. Yes.
Oh, that's one you fair.
But who could you be a son? Can
Mikel Arteta buy no 2021 waji FA Cup the Arsenal. Since then only trophy bioma Arsenal. But your improvement of the kind of game Odibo Wama Manchester City Guardiola again back to back 4 times in a row among competition. Last season Liverpool be heading I found Jabrana Kevis on Baba Beje. And this season the neither thing announce Arsenal team here because you run more this stage. You run more top Christmas no abe run New Year no. Now a problem ni nyina ye say amanfo be prepare. Amanfo prepare no omo be backup e dey ama players no omo bo well no. Afedi awon ni wo defensive blunders bi on be ye ama teams nkitinkiti bi kura results no bi awon expect say be call the ti omo no na call the ti omo ebi na Aston Villa de na ye fair from 2023 no. And so now omo say no ye be here obi am be ye say aduma no ye de andre better dey ade aba wa be bo mama the need recruitment no ma ye ene se Bukayo Saka ni wa ye we setting no ni madueke se na ni mu ho no se Victor Gyökeres ni wa ka Havertz bo obetuma ba be bo ebe chieze se Mikel Merino ni wa ba be aduma no
there's a depth
in fact Martinelli also so ba aduma ba oni wa ye nim se o setting Trossard Declan Rice wo ye we setting Zubimendi ye de ayi Piero Hincapié ye Ben White ye wo Julian Timber ye wo Mosquera ye wo Deleso Gabriel Magalhaes William Saliba. These are players ya augmented. In fact Ryan ni wa ye Kepa Arrizabalaga reporter and so go post no so back up Ryan aduma so o expect say already did Mikel Arteta pursue who no wanya no all you see the same squad na dey bia no mo bo I be Bukayo Saka beto involved no I be 14 goals 7 assists a season but at the end of the day title na nkasa na ehi Arsenal from 2003-2004 muntibi die this season no you spread it across Victor Gyökeres you spread it across on the lead a Premier League scorers no 10 goals on free who has the striker no arrowhead no who Bukayo Saka or 6 goals 3 assists who Ebere Chieze 6 goals 2 assists who Gabriel Martinelli or just 2 goals 1 assist Martinelli no last season who can Martinelli Martinelli 2 goals 1 assist who why Piero Hincapié 1 assist 1 goal who Declan Rice 4 goals 5 assists who why Gabriel Magalhaes defender no or 3 goals 4 assists. In fact Julian Timber 3 goals 5 assists.
So you think it is neither here nor there. They just need to win the league.
Arsenal Jumadi na kasa Mikel Arteta you know and only they will 7 what points.
That's
60 points with Manchester City. Now mom the home here Manchester City for no 1 game to spare. Never send directly. Sa game no Man City kwa winning 4 points and Arsenal 4 now. Ekromo aka 8 matches with this squad. Oko omo bench with all the players ni we mo we are expecting Arsenal so bet me the needed things so win title.
So win it
and not
doesn't matter.
And not necessarily goes he can. Go can nya dey here Arsenal say see. They need
Tottenham and Jimmy bed.
So hear me.
Tottenham.
Hear me song. Women na come Jimmy. But the thing no the title so I think say Arsenal whatever the amount for Kikano, I don't expect Mikel Arteta and boys, so I'm doing my attention because we need them to win the title.
Upcoming games in this weekend will be brilliant. Yeah, we have to touch on the Andre, then we touch on the House of Oak story before we go. And you talk too much. TNT that yaba. Minim your dinner. Okay. You can buy any on our casa.
I buy and say out.
I will make sure.
Asna mine.
David Azra say good evening. The best sports show. Real Madrid will win tomorrow's match and Manchester United win this weekend. And David, I'll say I'm with David Kwasi watching you live from Asempa. Our Nanaya Pedersen or said Dembele had the chance to make it 4 in the first leg, but he missed. Vinny too did the same on Wednesday.
Definitely.
Okay. Now, don't you think what happened in 2018 Champions League between Barcelona and Liverpool will repeat itself between Man City and Real Madrid? Question obvious, I don't know. Come back. All right, Alaji Greetings. I'm watching you live from Tema. ST Barcelona all the way. Elvis Joe Mensah Serico, keep on doing the hard work. Mama Elvis from Adabraka. I'm listening to live from Taiman. Okay. My name is Emmanuel. Kumar Richarlison Zarico, good evening. Newcastle was shocked Barcelona at Camp Nou. well, this is football. I mean, Eric, the number again. Okay, 0249-136744. 0249-136744. Just let us know you want to be a part of the group near my link and that one join in. That be me ako yije. Andre, to go.
Na me dey chase us na aduma chede anso me so. There be say issue be anche dey ni ho sa.
Eti entwa so.
But I'm surprised, yeah, we speak with so much emotions.
Really?
Oh, no, T. Onze. Yeah, analysis. Episode say, Yamuka ye Kasna Semnikwan, we don't even have to talk about Asna.
Because numbers don't lie. Eric. Hey, what you actually say?
Me, if a baby, I side with you.
Okay.
If you say, disrespectful when people put Arsenal at a certain position, making Arsenal look like a useless team. As a woman, no more yet. And a league in a car, when Baba J, and a way may say no. Sometimes, a do baby. Let's put some respect on Arsenal's name for Christ's sake. Because Arsenal is the only club that are beating. Just say club bet me a compete at this level. Not in the 21st century. I bet me about 38 matches. No, be to me no matter how dejected or depleted the team is. Please, cry. Please. Young for respect here, Arsenal team no.
Okay.
But the people that are also making claims is that Arsenal team no, I say, you good for nothing, and so almost me no more air doing so for baby.
Good for nothing.
Oh yes, simply because he is the true and true Arsenal supporter. I might be wrong, but minimum say, even with low budget when it comes to recruitment of players, Arsenal was playing better and winning EPL. Anamibwa.
Okay. Low budget.
Yes, but has Mikel Arteta not spent hugely when it comes to recruitment than Arsene Wenger?
Unfortunately, that is what it is now. The system needs it here.
That is what has been the system again now. Sana net here.
And the players.
Those
but player KBA first.
2000. Yeah.
I would like to argue something.
Players are in Caribbean. Players are KBA first. Caribbean 15 million. And then. What on 50?
Okay, so Manusi and
the market
Manusi and Kobe whom baby a okay. Yeah, Benny and Michael say about Chelsea. Is it 2004?
2004.
The Sassika editor Chelsea say to top player 2004. Saturday Sevenga ko just or discussion and echo. Is that money not bigger than Sikana Sevenga the two players?
Definitely.
Sana Mpesa Michio. I'm not comparing figures now. I'm comparing the difference between how Arsenal was doing their things and now. Say, Arsenal at that time, even if scanning the top players require 100 million as compared to today, they were still not buying those players, with that figure. But Chelsea and Co. Chelsea and Co. were buying big players. Man United money.
Ever since that time, Chelsea, Abramovich, Arsenal have not been able to win the Premier League.
Remember, and Abramovich.
Yes, because
I'm making a point.
Manchester United, no on top players. In fact, the top teams in the EPL. I start to be corrected, but the top teams in the EPL, they were all buying bigger than Arsene Wenger at that time. But now Arsene Wenger to Major League DB, so the issue about Arsenal,
he found a way to make them big boys.
And thank you very much. Into my argument, na me pesa beyano. Ne pesa me chene say, and they among for trauma no esi Arsenal team ne ho, simply because with Arsene Wenger. People could have easily pardoned Arsene Wenger as a Liga. Because Arsene Wenger focus on obeying the law, no ambition high. No, was sent there, BB, was sent so quite Tom and Faso, as a back club. Until at the end of the season, you quantify, no man cost to a team in your bones Arsenal. Or was it catching clubs in Bebre when young Faso profit, Nasin and Yason Faso Bebre. But under Mikel Arteta, and no man, as in fact, the top hierarchy of Arsenal, I believe we have to also do what the big boys are doing by splashing the money.
Yeah.
Arsene Wenger won't spend the money on the quarter of better chairs. Arsene Wenger won't do that. Chiakai. He will go into the market and bring you a player. You give him a year or two, that player will be bigger and better than the better chairs. You see how I know city. Internet and Kofo criticizing Mikel Arteta because at that time the yardstick for Arsenal was that Arsenal were not they were, in fact they were too stingy. Almost Jessica and top players. But then is it the same conversation? No. Arsenal top players. But why are they not winning the league? No, they be almost this second. Ne kokan ya say, and obi food ya, and I say, what are they telling what fro? Please, we are not playing the league. Say you better bought 25 matches in a view. In every race, there is a cross line.
Okay.
So how Arsenal crosses the line?
Meba.
No problem.
They just cross.
Exactly.
Have they crossed the line?
They are trying to cross.
Have they crossed the line?
They haven't.
In send your previous race ready and none that's so comfortable until Arsenal crosses that line. You leave people to have their, but
the point is,
their views.
People are saying how they are trying to cross the line is not nice.
I want to ask them one.
So you're champion, you see, that's how ball. But it is about crossing the line and not how you cross it. No, but are they wrong? I'm crossing the line.
From January 3rd up until this time, Arsenal have won 19 games in all competition. Even 12 away games. In from January 3rd, we'll be able to check any of the big teams now competing. Say the same situation no muma. Arsenal won 19 games no. E muma 12 away. out of the 19 games, Arsenal lose to Bakope against Manchester United. It will home. The whole season now, you can
Wenger but Champions League final now.
The whole season now, you can for this year.
Wenger great.
Season now is the hope. Is the hope that kills. Season home say boy. Arsenal lose just 3 games. 3-0. Oh, so you're very honest with the analysis of the say. In the Premier League this season, there's any team wabobola F the chance Arsenal. Sir! Yes, unless only you be no for. But the issue is that Eric, you see opinion, Medical 2 instances say. Arsenal Teta project will explode 2022-2023 season.
Is it project by the club or by Ateta?
Most of the coaches are the face of every project. It's America's Ateta project.
Project by Arsenal being spearheaded by
the year 2021 no Arsenal finish 2020-2021 Arsenal finish 8th. Ateta the first 2 we say no the OG FA Cup no almost finish 8th. The following season of finish 8th and obedi 5th. That year no be a year omo be compete for Premier League na Arsenal kan ho. Then the project exploded. Almost the second.
100 coordinator.
Exploded
the project.
Yes, exploded. Obvious. Oh, league where the Babias now body doing there. Omo beje. A cup bet 10 games no. Him na City be fast now. The next time now Arsenal Sunday City have compete bi mu no and also call your photo finish stay here no. A car 8 games or 10 games am here we no. Arsenal call 18 games. Omo lose 1 against Aston Villa. Or these 2 instances than the team as a manager.
Yeah.
But what I say,
you can't afford to repeat the same mistakes.
That's what first round no. What nice football. That's your goals. When your points are good. Now come back 10 games no we.
Was on ye.
Not already players or compete in 4 or compete in 4 competitions. FA Cup, Champions League, Carabao Cup or do final league no ka on this Man City ball on the wem o say you want to see him play explosive football to the end of the season. Now sabi game na only other alternative bia. The issue is that look yeah season you know.
That's fine, let's move on.
My last say Everton 1-0
on
the
this
next game
particular.
Everton 1-0 Koshe Man City 1-0 away yard now on the 1-0 sa no league na waje ya de bema no ko fie
no say make na me dey call is the hope that kills. Yes, 30 season obobo first 10 games Arsenal for started with say you call after Chelsea mo defensive record. Sound almost starting you call after defensive record. No Arsenal big account ni na posti etekoda no we are playing good football. Yen ye boy ye fe and etekoda afa ye bo ni ehia se ye nya one goal. Ni sound start you. It is the hope that kills.
Wow.
Yes, Eriko. Kaninje kasa no so kan bi men kasa bi ba me pese ye gitum se enye se kane na o low budget kane no Arsenal no to 50 ni nyina
na play ball no
invincible no sometime football na involve it is sometime na in the squad no the year no ye check omo can say data no suggest say be no more price no be 45.1 million pounds as of 2000 to 2004.
You're looking at us at the time they won it or how
as they started. You okay say time now when
Henry was coming to Arsenal, how much was he?
Thank you. Thierry Henry.
And who was he?
Hey, I didn't know.
The likes of Seaman Mo. Was the like guys?
Yes. Lehman. But I'm confident every AC Milan. Obedia 4.5 million and Laurent Itami right back he million from Mayoka 2000
can say they compare time players at Chelsea to at that time
some players now can
Chelsea's prices were higher than
2004 but Mebao 11 million pounds thank you sometimes Satam now can after some winning and some the lives of nobody every bus that's Lone Ebeba What you say? At the time, no, I can't just ask now. Omuji League, the last time Omuji, they were also buying. In fact, Omu to be 96, to be 99, Omu ways and buy. So, man, and this Asam now can add down template in the say. So, you went to the Premier League now, you need to buy. Eriko, you need to buy the players now, more and Arsenal, as of now, every competition, FA Cup FA Cup Premier League and then aka 8 matches are all 67 how bet imagine good say a Champions League what you say good and you be tum but say so the credit no man Teta say was there's been improvement if guys a football now evolve no what man make some set pieces no o ma dey o ma shemu kina last season o team Real Madrid o me dey mamo di right free kick no Nicolas Jova ye adwuma enti dey here say title na abo mo say dun so abo akoko abo mo say dey sia abo wansan abo mo say dey ififura abo ka say odwan no I was so wo team bomb modern team GBA Premier League no because ya man ample time say na club bi abani modern day do baby to say Sporting CP Victor Jokeres 52 matches about 54 goals yes splashes he can cut no envamra that is what you have to do
Mate
Arsenal bet me the title one Premier League and one major title be this season Ateta should be booted out from the club.
They want me and most definitely fire in the Saudi Pro League about it's fact by a goal upon Acacia Abba Abbey winning 3-1 over Lee 3-2 I should say now Riyadh so we need 3-1 over Etihad. Boy.
Boys ni bi atro El Etihad o na
Asempa Marseille ni Oxe Obianche bi Torino lead Parma by 3-1. Mönchengladbach bought 2-0 over St. Pauli. Alaves lead Villarreal. Wow. By a goal to nil. No. Guys, to go or not to go. Sanogo Mesha CFU ho. Andre, to go or not to go. Ho Nchekra.
The day are you? I'm of the strong.
Are we? Yeah, it's as retired now. You're managing too much, and you're making too much noise, and
unfortunately for us, you need to rely on them. And the medical culture said, when the team lacks leadership, then there might be a problem. It's Coach Otoado, in a senses, which I know, said what they can communicate their man. They say, so far as Blasters head coach, on friend, but your sister be your question going into this particular World Cup. Everything like leadership, not team like firepower up front, not the danger match fitness or not brother, not oko, not say 5 minutes, 10 minutes to be put me about not official than the I am all for it, no problem. Yes.
All right, that's fine.
Eriko, Ninya say the daytime aso. Starting all the way from 2008 at the bar down. Obiaka see a man in 5 minutes. Your man in 5 minutes to African Cup. Opponent the bete kabako. And Yura Richard Ofori Eboano. A man yehu 5 minutes the buy. Say a kase ya man en kwa. Yehu Samoa Jan before World Cup. Yehu ni training. That was last 4 years. He was fit to go for African Cup. Say Niniana a video interview. See interview near somewhere last year November and a bar out. We will still hold on to that interview. Send you di kaka and say squad ne ye obia. It's the same squad now you one of the boy on. You for the same squad enko. If they are not agreeing that players like probably say bia yene odoemo ebe kasamo madwansesa na omomra, we will still use the forwards we have. We still have the 100%.
You don't think he's going to add anything to the team?
He's not going to add anything to the team. At the end of the day, see Ekasi he'll be motivational. You ESCO member, Capitano Steven Apia, or that kind of morale down. Now, but minima experience room. The likes of Nimia Jordan, who is now a captain of the national team, on the Ghana national team, not to Kwayache. You have the party on normal to Kwayache. Kudus Nyakwalabio, he's no more than 20 player. Wakwaba, Oba defenders, Majuku. Oko take here, also born homodin. Wakwaba, like also born homodin. Switzerland, also born homodin. O pick player Ben or Black Stars this year. For the last 3-4 years, Eba Beka say experience be beatino. Ye Alidu. Shenali do so make it player ben no one abeka say ohia motivation. It say ohia motivation then we should get a good psychologist, no any team name call. He will sack the team well, not Andre.
All right.
We need a psychologist who will sack the team well for it. Okay, say record no go break it there. Then Ghanaians can see ways and means to pardon him. Say okay, you fan in World Cup. Now you run him no me break record. But if not that, he had no connect. Say FIFA sika bi ade bebia net Bremen enya says kana. Then why don't we take our own Asante Kotoko player bi? No so Peska and from any club e Ghana. As it stands now, our forward we don't need his experience at the forward. The people over there are already doing well. Jordan Crano ewo Leicester. Games are here now, but goals are here now. Wash it. Ni team da hefa. What you say? It is a year. What do we mean in our circle? Near San Cassian for the day unqua. Our forward is already shaken. Or contribution are here or them. He has done well.
Wow.
We congratulate him for that. When your new team, what a fantastic head and say over the weekend. Go near for year pa. At least our foot will be on for many Niano. May your captain say anything. Over besides, I say the day by a captain. And if I'm gonna do any of our competition since he became a captain. That be so be say or the motivation and the experience or cat team ni humpono experience they could see saying I'm not saying he's not a fantastic player as an individual he's a fantastic player but around the team it is not helping
now
it is not helping
first some now come
even now it is a wayadom or the under 20 akoje that legacy that hobiana nempre baby or the Black Stars aduno nyamisha wa captain more games ama Black Stars Nina be take over. We should leave it there. Okay. Baby we are holding his brother by his waist. We don't need any player in the team again.
Come Andre, to go or not to go?
Asempa ya na ya to ebuase. Na ya hwe. My pray ho.
Kan we dey. Na ya bie mic ama.
My pray ho na enka nsem se de eyi. Hwe. Nipa ya ade a osayi. Me kobra sapon. Me besa me gitum se. Ghana ni bia ye eligible say so oye ball boni na ya qualify for World Cup no a said the 2006 wo Otto Addo emra na do motemo emra na like Kensemo players bebre Sami Ajemo Nana Hindu amo bebre ko mo na so duru ho enya Otto Addo free Germany obesin ko World Cup no Nana Hindu na ka World Cup bia like Kensen ono card honom ni we ba ko kura so de 2010 no apira eno ntie yamfana nko ya pa besi ne laye ha no
ahene pa
but edu ho na se ekọ na expect you say player bi bo na obetimi aboa enemies a ebeboa ma Ghana ekọ animu a ye beko Ghana ye performance high performance ya dere di World Cup na infa South Africa quarter final so that Ghana metamfo akwadi ni sakobo mu de to ye ya but se sie no se yo ma bi na ani abere a de Morocco for ye na no ene epese ye eriko some no Jordan Kai make say Asempa ye to ebo asere ni say Jordan was not specifically talking about say player bi a wo ye dada na oba be kan ho ntima en fa ma da bi onkophobia ye shed up Gibral's pa ma chom mra me Black Stars says ankofo no
ever playing call
ye say mada abi ta na wa ba ta na bi wa mama but ne qualify ye no abase ne no ave de o se o me ye Ghana for yo me ye Ghana for me papa ni Bismarck Odoi obo house of folk ai me kwa me ye Ghana ni
na job for
ya o mo na dodo you e ka kutie nkomo we don't knew we nyamo tell me ba Asempa to wase o say we don't need new additions new underline new obi at the system the culture of Black Stars on tias here o kofana ba oba be cause confusion afen na e baba be say e be integrate omo ne sa de no the kind of system ni we ya yebo no emfa we don't need them but we did that you say be dede from term 2019 Aba so Baba captain. Look, I'm doing this as an analyst. Like me kind of said this here. Me, I'm one of those. Me give you a pass like I can about experience. And be beyond if it is a Brantiano Oba with a squad expanded from 23 to be at 26, 30. So also the name the by Boya. Me did to but me analyst wa nya irrigated na me.
Okay.
Did you from 2019? I pass a Brantiano said the captain some man. It is a TB Joshua, it's a prophecy be a catcher Kwesiapia. Sabrantan and for captain man, my pet. Ghana team kwaje AFCON from 1982 say 1 year team ya. Afedi the command one. your worst record since 2006 ACA out 2019 with Egypt round of 16 penalty Tunisia and which you could compare more after 2021 our Cameroon then you 2 years your group stages ama the last of Comoros more a dear soon could him your Baba call World Cup in the day you could say penalty against Uruguay you're gonna a time for you I double Cavani oh Kata and so we the eventual to an yay the day you cry Ivory Coast then you see here so the day you and Casano so already you plan the time that you say Captain Badi as someone or Bambadino or nothing but a confusionist at the Black Stars camp. TMA, a confusionist at the Black Stars camp. That's a piece of technical team. No, woman, you know, here the day you now Mickey Charles starting the campaign. Or said that be you been here the day you saw back on them here or bet Johnny Club or bet Johnny Empire in January or call Johnny Nakbreda. Or more co or relegation war, then none of the Ethiopian ball was so the day you Kakaka say Pekimano, never here the services in Quadia. It's up to the technical team. No, they have the free to call him, but maybe so. Squad na yeah, but say Austria and Germany. Everybody say the day you name Yamfrano. Say do na kwa ko bomba ni komo so de na ebebo. The day you name na Yamfrano. I don't think so work up proper no edu we be here the day you. If the day you the technical team really wants him, we should see him and what he will be able to offer in this friendlies. I'll bet justify sir Brantia no Ghana about 26 or 30 man squad they go pay more World Cup USA Canada Mexico or Panama bibo or a certain England or a certain Croatia bibo over here the day so the input on and off the pitch this will be the time but I don't think Chinchilla trying said the day you meaning from 2019 he has been nothing but a confusionist Chinchilla trying we need him say World Cup here let
me correct this early on now Diku is playing in Russia. Yes, Sparta Moscow. Okay. Now, my man, Kane, Bremwe, Andre, to go or not to go?
Yeah. Eric Medasi. If you didn't so. And Neye Kebia is very important.
Of course.
Now, Obianso Dia is very important. I don't have any issue with what Obia Beka. Until if you didn't, you be say Obia or Casabia Woodin. Tia starting to dash with Obia Mundi. To Momutini na Okasomunim or Casa Medasi.
Tia Kaninja Nekasa si Timutia Kaninja Nekasi.
Asana Bakasaje. I remember a week ago today, Kaninja wrote off Madrid. Telling us we don't have a coach after the draw. Only for Ivan Sapon to tell him Madrid's history. Thank you, Kwabena.
Okay. I don't want to have the combat against it. It's seems to be has invincibility.
Or Madrid didn't say. Onya jidie na sabe mo anya hwe otiase that is football for you credit I mean from there you kweye commentary you pon ye be see enye na no I've always given credit to Madrid for that job on here back to the that issue Eric yeah your maya ye ho wanwa pa
ye ho wanwa
yes ye de adwuma ma coach no na Otuado ayeno. I stand to be corrected, but me jitum pass Otuado is the last coach onya jidie pa eyi captain from otumi call captain catch and say me here obi em. Linkai last time coach otumi oye you can't.
Andre.
You can't. Yeah. When him so Otuado otu kwan bia na ye blaster related F4 na fund when him sa. Unim sa yenu F4 na ehwema otu sa kwan unim sa F no na ma kwan mo Otuado call France ko share the dayo for the exclusion from the team to say na ya boss no unim sa Otuado discuss the reason he want to have a heart-to-heart conversation like man to man. Let's talk on the table. Unim sa Otuado briefo F4 ni nyina nsa na omutwa ticket ama na odi ko share the dayo unim sa when him say F4 na they know the reason why in tia Otuado ko kache the day you so hia no when him say F ni jitu mu say wasam na wo can make a lot of sense it you take it am say go and talk to the day you before you come and name your squad. The day you name party say but Otuado can name a squad and exclude him. Would the day you shoot Otuado?
No, at all.
He's like any other player, no, the boy, and then football squad win him. Want to mean Otuado, but Otuado saw say BB. This man, his services to the national team, we can't sweep it under the carpet or disrespect him. Me Kasa, I don't want to go to that level of even bringing an achievement and those kind of stuff because Obianim Dede doesn't need any introduction.
Yes, what's that?
Thank you, but treatment or any other player, you can't apply the same thing to Dedayu
at all.
And Nontino Tuado respected Dedayu, sat in a plane, went to that level, did consultation, and talked to Dedayu some slow. Otuado wie no tienye pa o Eric Tiehaye Otuado wie no oname ni squad wie no osan ka kire Ghana for reasons until we did that youth. Otuado could have kept that reason to himself, but osan ka kire Ghana for reasons until he did that you free mu say only did that you could in common baby agina ne say okache did say in going forward no or build the team and or person man the younger players no opportunity. Until for now, he will not need him. But if going forward, so be here no bedding, be friend. Now when I be campaign, I did you say friend blaster? Did you? They die you at age 17 or 19 or started so blah blah. In fact, they die you at a younger age or set number 13 Jesse. I can 2008 to German. Where were you? Now our campaign say the door blasters. Yeah. We are just painting a picture say Otuado na yedi adwuma na man no. Yeah, you want we don't respect him. Because if you respect somebody before you pass a comment, go back to the person's position about that thing that you want to pass a comment about. You go back. On the ultimate show so eba ye na me, I don't have anything against Otuado. Did I use personality? Me point in say, I find it so disrespectful and I get emotional. I say, I then no person would into office F for Sabi. Nim nyansa so mucha take it more to so uncle can check the day you say, yeah, be name squad, but within your day, because you were free because you're quite different direction. Eric, then Ababim. For all you know, with it. Young friend no country, he's a Ghanaian and or bar criteria chase or bar active does say for national team. Now, I think either Kwabena or a friend say ni can't say. Share the chronology of event in the recent times of the Dayu's contribution to the Blasters and tell me he has justified enough saying some an opportunity
in recent times.
Yes, the Dayu could say a crucial penalty against Uruguay.
Penalty will be a say no.
When Samoans sport that penalty, you put your Samoans head on the chopping board
against the same nation, Uruguay.
When him say that penalty or say no penny ye in the free match him. You call after one maybe later on be yes happy and say and the day you say na down for be baby was saying yes you wako wu into enya emotional then be when psychological no kobo penalty this flimsy and useless excuse when we know say Morocco call fine the World Cup or the Sikaye day or the Bafie. People still want us to buy a story and we couldn't talk much about him because he is who? The day are you? We is it forgive or forgave him?
Yeah.
Forgive him.
We forgave the day you. And him some ne koi etiko daye. Baby you from walk up and to me him. Yes, I'm be fie di. Obi am bohwa. The last tournament he did the day you ko you mfichire here.
Cote d'Ivoire.
Ivory Coast. Yeah. How close are we to the safe painting? It is because of the day unity. Coach Kisuti was so loose with the personality to lie to everybody. Say he substituted Joseph Penty because Joseph Penty is injured. Name for the day member matching. Joseph Penty so we match or guaranteeing teams on no pride. You call half time I so on my beam or say couple a matching. No, some matching feature salam.
And in that game, Pencil was our best player.
Yes, that match
before he was substituted.
Eric, So minister, I be share an opinion. Minister name say, Sabi on to me for the die you, and you kupa chain and koto to adokon. Everybody, I'm just pleading. I'm just pleading. Say everybody in this country, including the president, should do make an injure this and say we should leave Otuado to decide on the day you.
Whether or not he needs it.
Yes. Nobody should even bring the Dayu's conversation to Otuado because me feel say when Otuado is at the table, now when he did the Dayu come on, you are disrespecting Otuado. Me feel say Otuado by himself. He's not blind. Also Otuado and say what rounds. I want a Ghanaian player every city visit. But is Otuado blind?
And he's playing till you say,
Thank you, Eric.
Don't have a chance at quick boy.
Yes, sir. It's more or less like you are imposing the Dayu on the manager. When
a player of his caliber, all born
Eric, when me to me them say, see me boom, I catch you say. The reason Otuado excluded the Dayu, it wasn't footballing reasons. Now me catch me kichaswa. Me catch me kichaswa. I say if I know something, I should tell everybody. I'm saying you would have catch him say, me can you nim, but me nim for a fact is me. I was very close with Chris Hilton.
Okay.
Coaches wemu. Inoma bi na bi asabi on say baby I am na fi platform na so. Inti let's not pretend. Otuado excluded the Dayu not because of footballing reasons.
Influence
of the pitch.
Mo obi e wo kroma ha. And the Ghana ni Sudan ball match. And the captain Ekoma Kudus. We all saw the gestures of Jordan Ayew. But in Kofo Beye PR said Jordan Ayew who said the Buafua. What to Ninsano, he was just narrating tactics or church and you buy into that story. And your man slide in later your car said happy. Brebra mamma near day, a man and by yourself a captain here day from man onji. Say no idea some dream and man you call walk up yeah. You better prioritize the walk up than African here the man. Thankfully, it may qualify. Now that we've qualified, yes, let's maintain this peace and harmony.
Yes.
Me, the Otuado I know, Eric, me can't wait, put it on record and keep the date. The Otuado I know, if anybody in this country, including the first gentleman of the nation, say I'm back in a suggestion form, never imposing her. Me see Otuado will leave the Black Stars there. I'm telling you.
Because
yes, we force on fed when Onim said no, I've been able to come out of this fight. Why do you want to push me there?
Mafimu Boko.
What to ne bunka kanka krasa ife for na supporting ama. We ya de na to nchen. Otuado is not blind. Until me de masamesi.
Right.
Minim, and I will repeat it. Say, the moment it would become say, Otuado am fed the you are company for being tiaseno. If I Otu am for non contestant, like Otuado told the president. And Keto Kreku some time ago said, I cannot coach Black Stars. After the World Cup, I am going back to Dortmund. Otuado will come back with this particular position when it comes to the Black Stars. Maybe.
Right, guys, before I remember Betkin are joining me, let's read this one. I mean, kind of this one from the day are you or no the day are you? It will still be group stage exit. Until the day are you or no the day are you? It will still be group stage exit. Age-wise. Watch 40-year-old Luka Modric floor Ghana's midfield. Eriko, who is the center forward going into the World Cup tournament? Since Asemojan bowed out of the Black Stars have never surpassed the group stage. Okay. We need a proper center forward. Most of African teams who have progressed from the World Cup group stage can boast of a good center forward. Senegal with Henry Camara in South Korea, Japan 2002 quarter-final. Asemojan with the Black Stars in Germany 2006 round of 16. Asemojan with the Black Stars in South Africa quarter-final. Algeria with Islam Slimani in Brazil 2014 round of 16. Morocco with Al Nassr in Qatar 2022 third place. The above shows we need a strong and prolific center forward. Then they touch it. Wow. And
Opeke Pata. supporting the argument to a certain party.
Oh, really?
Asamoah was part of the team where almost take Ghana Switchia about 2014 because of mismanagement. Was Asamoah not part of the team where 2018 and qualified for the World Cup? No, Bobby. Of our partner, no argument.
But normally you look at the majority. I mean, in all those,
but after
the pros most of them, no.
Yes. But after Asamoah, how many World Cups in a year? Asamoah only one.
But how many competitions have last year?
I was in group stages.
Matthias, World Cup.
Oh, you soon, sir. Yeah. Also, we saw one.
Emutu dying stage of his career.
That one is in the prime.
Asamoah one kofo.
Baby so
called 2003.
18 young qualified. Out of 4 attempted World Cups with Asamoah Gyan, two na better. So the two na better.
But you know why we can also talk about the 2014 one? It is no fault of his.
Oh, sir.
It goes beyond all the business.
No, the way you know so question. No.
Oh, no. My point is that 2014 at Jan, it got beyond footballing reasons. Somebody decided not to do the needful. Take money to the players, let them play. You decided to keep the money with you. For us to fly money.
Keeping the money. A place they decided someone you're training.
Because you had promised them on more than thrice.
They decided someone you're training.
Because you are lying to them. You are lying.
Forget about lying.
Forget about lying. You can't forget about lying. Don't lie to them. Say the truth. Challenge Canada. I carry you. Yeah.
When the players decided someone you're training. It was communicated through the leadership, and the leader was Asamoah Gyan. But what I say, off the ball and as off the field incident, mismanagement, but when it comes to the playing body, nobody had a voice than Asamoah Gyan.
That's true.
He and the leadership at that time, now they decided to say they would tell Krana I can say OBNC Park and some training.
Okay.
You cannot exempt Asamoah Gyan.
I'm not exempting him
from that.
My point is that what's your name leader?
Yes.
You are leading a team. You won't take his sole decisions. So, who lead the team? The team no never just
collective. That is where your leadership comes in as the leader.
Nana, it will be a new leadership. Samo. Yes, see, Nana. Yes, he cannot. And Mama can't say, "It's only that the man oh Charlie, Nana." Ko Jessica ne bra ya mo
Kobasa about one tia na say you blame here since you are the first and the leader
obako first one no obaba Charlie Matthias Charlie 24 say ba esa no Jan ko ya to
Matthias say yes you na say you blame you because you are the first and the leader of that gang.
I get it, but sometimes before you continue, even though una man no leadership
you are representing them.
Leadership. I intentionally didn't omit Ononkwa as a person because we need say blasters the leadership. So yes, there are other senior players in the team in certain ways.
Montero was not part of that team. Yeah, because Omu make his statement or Kelvin interview. No, I see he was disappointed because Tamaye Pamo Omumpono leadership nimpo
Kevin. But you see, on message nearby, Eric. My biggest fear, I had the World Cup with him. It goes beyond just any striker.
Sure. And to message. Erico, by the way, good work this evening. My pal. Erico, do you have a coach? Question being is no, can obviously do you have a coach? Oh, now so then
coach for the pedigree do work. You don't
have the coach. How?
For the World Cup, any coach. Man, no coach. And it's about requesting a handful of helping hands.
No, it's not request. But I'm going to
oh, David T. Uda focus any or say Inform psychology. Who is psychologist? Yeah, go be now. Who coach no be you say? Oh, say na up there. Up there. Man, you watch me.
Enrico, do you have a coach? We are just fixing square pegs in round holes. We have rather a scout, and this will show at the World Cup when we get to the crucial point when the countries with coaches are varying tactics.
Thank you.
To working their tactics. That's the moment we realize that we just have no. This is
Asempa no kan na unim. Jabamo Uche. Dabi jabamo jadi no friendly share kwakubu. Ubehu Germany. Ubehu Austria. Na duru say substitution na. Ho na ubehu say ye the obi player be free a chira ba. He should swallow his Babylon ego and call the Dayo.
Okay. Yes. Let's state on record, sir.
Wisdom. Gulf City.
Ebiana, you might not like Otuado any Nejuma oil for the Black Stars. Ebiana no credentials and I say the experience any the capacity as a coach, no. Ebiana enye to the level like Ghanaians expected. But let's state it on record. Say there's no qualification like a player, a trainer scout. He is a certified UEFA license A coach. He's a coach.
Okay.
Back to Masamna American. My biggest fear they call World Cup, 2006, 2010, even 2014. And 2022.
Tell about 2014 squad now.
Even 2014 I decided to say being any 2022 World Cup. There is something that your friend the spine of the team now you will be this team the
spine.
Yes. So the bona now my bomb watching etun chanya 2006 going into the first game against Italy.
Even that game we lost your
yes. We had John Mensah partnering Samuel Sekufo at the back. So we do feel free. It was your biggest weapon. You made feel none the corner.
Yeah.
Then we had Asamoah Matiamwa leading the attack.
Yeah. And not that you mentioned Takakaso to bench.
You're rolling into 2010.
Before 2006, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You called 2010 World Cup. I was South Africa. We had John Mensah, Isaac Vosa at the center of the defense in 2010.
Jonathan Kobe, right?
Yes. I think Jonathan played.
Jonathan, yeah.
So it was John Mensah, Jonathan Mensah playing. Obedu ye mfimfini hono no a. Ye made hono near Antonianan.
But 2010 squad na no thing.
Atimabadu
2010. Yeah.
Michael Essien. Who could run him one man? Not Satan, Samoja arrived as an attacker for the Black Stars. Sule Muntari mu one chain. Then 2014 you could Kevin Prepzone was part of the 2010 World Cup.
Of course.
Then, so 2014 so over 2014 it was John Boy Isaac Vosa at the back. Me more keeper be also more keeper be but your central defensive player no near your John Boy Isaac Vosa
then Adi
in the middle na ehwanwa Kodwa Samwamwa in the middle then Asamoah leading the attack. Kata 2022 Krompo no na see a team no so that time na a decline no who were your central defensive pair.
Okay.
Yeah, Salisu and Jiku Amatemu.
One of them was dropped. I think Jiku
Amate was dropped.
Amate?
Yes.
Was dropped to bench.
Yeah,
Jiku suffered though. We got to when we like a training now because they were good. Yeah, Mate and Salisu.
Exactly. But Yako this particular World Cup, Yako Amami and saying Salisu is automatically out of the World Cup.
Gosh.
Jiku, because of bra any identity, you cannot bank your hopes on him and say we can count on him. Say or now who are we going to rely on? Nicolas Opokumone boy na wako Wolverhampton
Woodberg Jonas Ajetiana.
But what I say, you buy in Finfini Honomoa. You made on
so usuri.
And yes, so I am trying to draw Ghanaians' attention to the reality side. They go walk up.
Asempa dey na you can say the day already the group stage.
Unim you be free group stage in the be free.
Like you be qualify.
You be qualify, but you be qualify as one of the best third place teams.
Okay, it's fine.
Anything beyond that, Otuado will need a benya contract extension.
Really?
Me say you be qualify from group stage, as one of the third best place sides. So anything beyond that third best place side, na say be this second be a group no. And I say group, your friends are children. That's a queer anymore. Otuado contract almost extending for mano.
Of course,
team near the Eric. Team near the World Cup, we know. And yet, couldn't say pra. Never thought I say.
I know.
And couldn't say pra. Obano. Obabe do the World Cup. Now on Yanya 2 fits. So offer Antoine Semenyo. Let's offer Iñaki Williams. These two players are Sabi Omobo 2 big clubs Europe at the Messi. Their status in the Black Stars, at say when it comes to the Black Stars, have they convinced Ghanaians say we can bang our hopes on these two players? Now we are looking at Brendan Thomason Asante of Coventry City, Frank Lampard team no. A very good player, but he will need time to even adjust into the Black Stars proper. The reality is that your team now they corner. So compared to other teams that they are corner, even 2022 they know. We don't have an established team that beating the and Sagani and the beating the I still say with that sentiment and affiliations, you're so confident.
It's good. Like you guys,
he's a Confucianist.
Like you guys wrote off Real Madrid against City. Real Madrid the boss City 3, no. Continue writing off Ghana.
Qualify, they will qualify. Group stage, they will free.
We will shock. We will shock you.
How is it? Round 16.
Yeah, we will shock you.
Round of 32. What do you do?
They say, so fine.
Great. And now your first time on Prepzone. And Udin and Honambese, because I can't bet came no. Na Enrasa or Prepzone group anymore. Obama for the NBA and tennis no money affair. Today you what buy so memo to at here for 1 2 3 fee na fee ya de and net no so wom na fee akwa nim ne ade ade. Abusia bet kin atrase ya kɔ kukuri mu sisi a na ya hwese na kukuri mu so sitie. And na se odi bet kakra. No ama lie bi. Won say we win or draw kwa. Obu win or draw kwa no nimo. Eso ne okone so yellow card to corner kicks ni kra no. Ye wode abanya ko na dodo ani wode de dodo ko obenya tese lungu bebre wade ni manana wa hwe ya ba ko be di wadi ene no krepa ene krepa but me twen wa ba ye ba na ye de yakaswa to so we Prepzone live on Asempa 94.7 FM keju wana kasani Eric Aseidu Boadi yam point bet ken wa ye ko na ama bet kakredi ni pansa hwe yeah,
1xBet odds ni doso na wudi so a yetua sika no tentem ene de bia gudi ahodo bi ko 1xbet.com.gh website ana app so use promo code GHDRAM never 300% welcome bonus a copem 5,500 Ghana cedis. Gambling when you true inti twa no wahwe yemu enye ma wona won di mfie du mochi gaming commission agent krato yatum Layman Betes nsa yede koko amine 20 ni nua ahodo bebrehini ne yede aye hwebi na gyina wona so na nya hoden foforo Layman Betes nsa yede koko amine 20 ni nua ahodo bebrehini ne yede aye hwebi na gyina wona so na nya hoden foforo
Abusia na watchena wie na adui na Betway Adarment me wo picks wan waso e de maw ennedei me booking code ne BW 44B785B9 ye hwe nim se Villarreal ebedin kunima na so mbeko ate wa kensi a wo ne Alaves e de bebo ani enum gidie ne se Arsenal so bedin kunim ana so mbeko ate wo ne Everton e ne bebo Real Madrid a honkeka no wosro enkanka wa bra wo che Man City e hye wo Champions League ni mu wo La Liga ni mu no ye hwe nim so metwi e de afa Elche bobokuo ne so ye enum ni akensi a wodo bebre e na wo me booking code ni mu ennede me sisu bi me BW 44B785B9 Traubet betway.com.gh Nenya achade ahodo bebre wonim brofie du otwe a emme ho wo twa na ade adwen ni nyansa de ato ho Gaming Commission of Ghana just say, bet we get way more.
Ghana's biggest kids cooking reality show is back, Big Chef Junior, where young talents showcase creativity, confidence, and culture. One dish at a time. Watch simple ingredients turn into culinary masterpieces and big dreams come true. Are you between 8 and 12 years old with passion, personality, and love for food? You don't need to be perfect, just ready to shine. Send us a 1-minute video of yourself cooking your favorite meal via WhatsApp 055-157-5757. Be ready to become the next Big Chef Junior star. Big Chef Junior, good meals by kids.
Imagine waking up to fresh forest air, wildlife just a few steps away, and breakfast served in the heart of nature. This March, Joy FM is inviting you to escape the city properly. Friday the 20th and Saturday the 21st of March, we're taking you on the Joy FM Safari Experience 2026, a 2-day luxury adventure through Aqua Safari and Safari Valley. Picture this. We head to Aqua Safari, Lakeside Branch, Island Boat Rides, Segway Adventures, and just when you think it can get better, we head to Safari Valley for pure relaxation and an evening bonfire and fun luxury cabins tucked away into nature.
Adechie bia ni munsem simane tonhwere bia nso ne esisi e wa manyo sam ne dada setena mu na sa ye den sam no topa maso tu ne sere ne abasa ne ye pisa ne se ekosi sen e we kosi sen dwumadie so e wa Asempa FM so.
Acquiring a new presidential jet is not off the table completely.
It can never be off the table, except that when you get to the point of making that decision now, you consider all factors in terms of cost-benefit analysis.
It's a media propaganda, no? Cosmetics, artificial. Now, as a gas, you make up so that it's a bano beer, baby, since you only sincere when you who change Halloween Kakamoto. It is sunny economy, no? Since you only German talkers here and on the reality.
Baby, man, baby, say, man was a certain Cassia pen, my penina, the addition inside. What the other fan, baby, I'm gonna be for the bench.
The ban was a facade, it was a charade. Omoka say a ban, no, Majija man for concession, she wouldn't move yet. Kennedy Japan said it.
Ekosi say Obi, so
Within your Saibonsu Femi Obi, Siami award-winning socio-political talk show Ekosi saying so Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Na yen hwemi ansem ne bekọ akosi. Meni omo ekabia ewom, ne oman penyin fo sinkonya adwendwen oman Ghana ho. Eye Ekosi saying wa Asempa FM so mayen hia.
Bononsia kwesi na nkrompa emu anopa bia adwoda kwesi fieda aso nyina tie station baako tie program baako e wa Asempa FM so the ultimate sports show bia fagu kansie ho e wo fie ani amanone saobetia timu nchiremu yia. This is the show, big interview bia story kese bia na obete no wesanse the biggest sports show in Ghana.
Dr. Ado is our coach. People to all of a sudden talk about the future of a coach that has qualified you to the Mundial. I mean, we are kidding in this country. Ghana for DNF. What goes into our but DNF, there's no player in this Ghana football was sacrificing. In the history of the Black Stars, I don't see any player. When you talk about sacrifices, I know what I'm talking about. Sometimes Nipa does any regret it, you have to just move on with your life.
I believe the headquarters of sports.
The ultimate sports show. Abusha for me dinde obin kwaku Andy Dodora Femi Papa Maestro the Supremo. Me na me di dwumade ho chiame. Se metena makonya kese enu mu a bia nsem no wo bia. Me ne mabadwafo Domasuko kano said ye tie. Eye juada kopim fiada 6 to 9:30 am. Mayenhia.
Show ni eba no ko eba wo sportsman Keminjele. Show ni eba no ko eba wo sportsman Keminjele.
Here comes comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. The money.
The love it to come money love.
It's money love.
Right, still live on Asempa 94.7 FM, the headquarters of Ghana Sports Show Prepzone. Ya Jegwa, ya Twaso Diamao. Now, Otenyumu ya na kukuni muna yeko. Bet Kenny see Justice Amwa. Justice Akwa Babiem.
Yenya
Bibia koyi. Yede radiasi. And dear ni yesha, dear ni yesu. There's something else your listeners ni who asana ya the games no atu dia ama listeners no.
Okay, Eric, we dey meet at your phone nyane ahwe for omutie na nwumre. And yet any say most investors no normally no we are more focused on football. But any investor be answer no you don't need to focus on only one game.
Because there are other disciplines
exactly. Now we have tennis and then basketball.
Tennis and basketball.
Onim
on the ball onim. Or support Liverpool never tenable. Liverpool Mondembo. So Cheva Tinjano and win or draw be a good the call. I had no.
Okay, so we all know say football is very, very popular.
Yes.
And then when it comes to basketball like this, let's see maybe NBA. NBA no you can easily pick a team to win depending on the team's form.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's football so how.
Just look at Ineya Galatasaray and Fenerbahce. Only last team on the ball, Upelegaji. One time I shoot 2-0.
Doesn't it happen in
just
tennis?
Imagining.
Doesn't it happen in tennis? Doesn't it happen in NBA?
It happens. Just recently, Yannick Sinner Olusu to Jemansik. With that one, no, Sinner wasn't feeling well. We all saw it. But with tennis, no, it's easy to win than football.
Okay. Tennis is easier.
Oh, very, very easier to win.
Football, we pick Real Madrid to win near shadow no. Tennis, they say, or tell any why this obelius.
Just imagine Madrid playing at home against Getafe. Now, Getafe are better 1-0.
And tennis will
not happen that way. Tennis will not happen that way. If only you know the players' form and the tournament playing. For instance, say Indian will say now we are in the semi-finals. Now we know Akara is playing against let's say
for example,
okay, let's say Sinner and then Medvedev. We know Medvedev is very, very good. But Sinner, we know Sinner's pedigree. One number two. With that one, even though Sinner will win, but you can easily choose a Yanko overs for the game. Overs for maybe first set total games for all the sets, or maybe handicap for a certain player. But football, just look at what happened today. Fenerbahce to score, playing against last team on the log.
Team Nari.
Upelegaji. You couldn't even score one goal. But tennis will not happen that way.
Tennis no wasa. We not tell any boy better or wasa.
No. If I say be a sinner, and if I say be a Sabalan condition or your bar or Bashir Buru.
Okay.
So
upset no so tennis
upset is very, very low. It's not like football.
Because with me for be match no yamano 1.050. And now they saw what they saw.
And
1.05. I'm never saying.
And they be disappointed or no. And then when it comes to tennis, see, tennis is direct because I don't know, one player against one player. Unlike football, obey your prediction. An hour to the game. A player no warm up on Akupra. And no, I told you Yamio. Because I said
tennis is nipa bit my
Oprah or retire, your money will be refunded to you. Unlike football.
Football nipa ni prayer of you. Team na go.
You be replace no. But tennis is say Obona so pra there will be a retirement. Internal we seek a verify. Sa no.
But how no yakobona Modric pra. Modric na star man. Ono so na bi odi goal ni beba.
Good.
You do be abeshim no, ni para question to. Ni ahye wo.
No.
Okay.
And then with basketball so no. Maybe let's say Golden State Warriors, their star man Stephen Curry. Now we play. We play say you know you going for Golden State to win, you know, it's very very risky.
Okay.
Because their team is built around Stephen Curry, and now he's not available. Okay, so with this one you can choose to go for maybe handicap or under in that game. Much what I say.
Handicap.
Exactly.
Or under.
And then most of the time, you know, form guide they can play in the NBA. Form guide. Then maybe you could also study their their last 5 matches. No.
Okay.
Now compare. Let's say Houston Rockets. They started the season very very well, giving points. But now game mobia so copy over near under the amount. So there are some teams that as an investor you need to be monitoring those things with the form guide, and then maybe their last 5 matches, no, the point they gave out. It's very necessary.
I get this. Will be a whole new okay with my also nimu, and that is why we all have platforms.
Exactly.
To ni mu de o cheche mu like what say and go for di ni a share am but we no person so try no ye. So what we'll do is that you be me pese send the audio for tennis in NBA there. After today,
okay.
If I say be next week or 2 or whatever, you be called step by step.
Okay.
Now you check how to say ball no dey say ball no the basic one in football. Near win or draw.
You know draw.
She say go for so at 1 up and 2 up and I say
exactly.
Go for him over 1.5 and I say just say over 2.5 and I say. But in tennis, you know, so points to win a set then one go him. So maybe you be call no kakra that career bar. Yeah no wa ko na ye the general na ye ba ko the general na krofo. Be obo ho a em say e horon lack be ho. Like football no lack ni ho.
Lack or tennis and basketball. Because me for instance it has helped me a lot.
Okay.
And those
what it is sir? What it is?
Because of basketball and then that's why obi any bet can.
Okay.
Because with football is you be disappointing this year. Who told us Liverpool be call Istanbul akolusu 1-0. Just too much just a single goal. Just imagine. But with tennis, when you play race, ready by all means 100% he will win.
Obi say miss out say are you aware NBA no so much me fix games pa?
Oh yes.
That's no everybody say to you.
International in basketball you going for a straight in is very very risky. Very 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 risky.
Yeah, kokolungulungu no.
And most of the times handicaps also works. So you can look at maybe this particular team, maybe Endra Oklahoma and the boosting ball on boy say no they are all big teams in the NBA.
Okay.
So with this game, you know, you can easily go for maybe handicap in that game, or maybe a team to lead by this margin, maybe 12, maybe 17, maybe 22 is and say okay. And me find say be with tennis, maybe in the first set, total games maybe over 6.5, maybe over 7.5, 8.5, 9.5. Okay, and also all be. So you can easily pick some selections to go in your favor.
Okay, Comlan Rexford said this year NBA has played lots of unders and worried me.
Exactly.
In the basketball Euro League.
Last year wasn't like that. But this year, no, disappointment now is too much.
Exactly.
So the day that you go for maybe over, you under the amount.
In that case, what do you do?
So that's why I was saying, say handicaps works. Handicap works.
To us, the will say, I guess all the far handicap.
And there are some options. Means one, any other betting site, like I was saying, you know, you could easily pick say maybe and you may say there's a match between I think Memphis and then a certain team. With this game, you can choose maybe any team to lead by 12 and they 100% say which my ball. Maybe I know Eric and a basketball no. Okay, now my chill 12 minutes abo and it easily happens because I remember I said last year me members no omudi bebre. Wow. Omudi bebre. So there are a lot of options, sir. We can easily pick them and then win. Rather than we focusing more on the football, they always continue to disappoint us. What I say? So I will encourage all the listeners say we shouldn't focus on football only. There are basketball and then tennis. No. If you know the team or the player, you will easily win. Because let's say the Indian Wales. We are in the semi-finals. Sabalenka versus Noskova. We know Sabalenka is far ahead of Noskova, unless maybe something happens.
It's a serious upset.
Exactly. Okay, we know Sabalenka will win.
Okay.
And then Rabakina, with her form now, Monday she's going to world number 2.
Okay.
If you know, even you can even go say, okay, Rabakina, maybe the player that he's playing with, maybe you are a little bit usuru. So you can easily go for Rabakina to win a set. In tennis, we have 2 sets, unless maybe I want one called the extra, the test set. Unless maybe those bigger tournaments, maybe Australia Open, one building, US Open. With that one, with men, I'm calling 3 sets.
Okay.
Women need 2 sets. And so on. But with the other minor sets, it's only 2. Unless the major ones.
Saying that you don't do football, crowd.
I do football.
But specialty is
basketball and then tennis. Yes, please.
Great. Now, like I said, from next week, what we are going to do is the year to a Boasia church also. Football microphone in baby. You bet football so.
Oh, yeah, bet sure.
I say introduce microphone to tennis nika crack.
Exactly.
And the NBA nika crack.
Exactly.
I don't know. But you're for baby. I am for baby.
As the investor, we are investing, so we should also cash out something. Because yet you face again from almost so this
is it. Bet King, I'm a person. So platforms are
much.
My platforms they are now. So the number bet to now who be person contacting on new deal na.
Okay, much. My number is 0244 566.
Where the person or back group in one.
Much. Okay. Where my personal number 0244 566 452. Machoane 0244 566 452. Machoane. And on Facebook Kofi Chelsea. Machoane on Facebook Kofi
Chelsea. Well, the person because Camille your number ness of free. Now we are Kofi Chelsea. We could be Kofi Chelsea. Kofi Chelsea bet million. You made us na and then because of time here you see and there was a guest more than I was expecting. You better next week.
Next week is a
na for your church and na for the way so to money there. But how could be at the
my time me 15 hours.
Hey!
15 hours.
La. And can sound the majuel.
Okay.
Pima me na me pima jewels is here because we all her lives is here no. Ye bob bo na be for the so. Did you want the toswa na ye kan na no ye de akọ na bibia ti. Eric, good evening. Please, okay, I think I've done this. No Ghanaian player playing in the disposition is better than him. So please, the day must go to the World Cup. All right, I don't know the Kuma Richarlison at the to Asia. Kuma, thank you so much for the message. There are games coming on this weekend. Madika, my update of whatever Koso and then you may Mönchengladbach, dear no, and St. Pauli, no, Yapon, Mönchengladbach, we need 2-0 over St. Pauli, and Alaves, Villarreal, Beteneka, Villarreal, Beteneka. Because Gabriel Paluzi match and Obama draw no crowd, but crown him. Draw out on no him. Papa, Erisa, not for you. Say, I knew Pate Ecosi say, Pate. Pate Bamu in the 67th minute. Yes, Thomas Pate is coming back. Yes, gradually is coming back. Pate Bamu in the 67th minute. It's Asamaranenti. Okay. It's Joe made the Asendo. Joe made the Asendo. And you bet me at the Atoso na at you for so and be ashre. May I'll be happy you be boku no. And I am a screenshot man. As a ebeche. Ebeche. Near fat code into Sonny and Pona Bella, the all rounder. and Twaso live on Asempa 94.7 FM. This is it. Okay, Bobo code no. Do a code no never be an media man. Obo no. Neda Facebook your YouTube live on social and Bobo code no mame. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, Eric, you have a message me microphone.
You mo code you know watch why. Etibo code no so. The other man is here there 15 no.
Okay.
Bobo code. Betway code.
Betway code. Yes. Try. BW4 52 CF.
And the Facebook live no see here Bobo. CF
94C.
94C
BW4 52 CF
C I know a C8 too. Wow.
Oh, okay.
To checking it. CF for a different pick one. Go 15 now this Sunday no.
Machoane.
To CA no. I BW4
okay
52C 8D7A. Unless there's a mistake.
Oh, okay.
It means that yensa 8 na na.
Machoane.
Aha, the 8 na wo yensa na nyana.
So this is the code, the actual code.
Okay. Bo.
BW45 2C F9 4C Machoane.
Okay, and you know we didn't feel so. It's about no so be now we are not sure.
Okay. So BW45 2C F9 4C.
Right, and about Ken now next week we have an extensive one. You be come here pa bet chani panansa na yako.
Okay, macho we me wonka for Miss Susanna Amwa. Me chane pa otie me.
Miss
Susanna Amwa.
Mrs. Susanna Amwa.
Me wonka for. And Sir Perry or try there with Jason International School.
Okay.
And me nipa Pastor Adams me chane pa.
Pastor Adams dim say we try better pa.
Any baby I'm in Manuko School or Brimpo International School. Madina.
Okay.
Powerland. Madina Powerland.
Is what why?
But more me you know.
Hey, what about
Annie.
Now how many years in?
5 years ni.
You see much. When I'm just about to them. But I'm too many kapa. Hey,
Miss Fina. Obrimpo International School owner. And me chiao pa. Oh, you super. Elder
Francis Bosso, or you're the headmaster of Anyem RC JHS in Akwabi Municipal and presiding elder of the Apostolic Church Ghana, Asum Anidaso Assembly from Benji, and what they buy. Yeah, it's a one summer and Benji say I'm from Elder Francis Bosso. Fantastic, happy birthday going out to you. Okay. And one summer, the Code Eye Shop. Yes, the Code Eye Shop. The Code Eye Shop or Doko, the Code Eye Shop or Doko. Yes, Kefren Pon, fantastic evening going out to you. iPhone the Wajabo do a Doko be so via the Code Eye Shop. Open phone the Code Eye Shop. Don't go left, don't go right. Papa best here. Any to the Code Eye Shop, your show. What cup we ever call Mr. James Rafiakenton? Or the way neighbor took Prepzone so. Mr. James Rafiakenton of Kent Trust Travels. Mr. James Rafiakenton. Kent Homes, you do kwa opposite Rock City. The house in Kent Home see we shower down on paper. Kent Trust Travel see you know. Kent Cap and Kent Restaurant see you know. Kent Kenton Furniture see you know. Remember what's oh my goodness, Mr. James Rafiakenton. Fantastic evening going out to your shower down your Mary Party at the idea. Ote me crew and yes the man the best Kent Mr. Justice Samoa or na many way shortly the see and check Evans Kwabna Sapon the sports cardinal Sanso and Nicholas Ninete or yes sports analyst and Obekame Honsanso na Ken Kaninja and more and teach my James Siama Pablo Ima and my producer Joel Diako on Facebook Live with support from the entire sports crew of Asempa 94.7 FM. Oh boy man now head of sports with me but the more in a prof veteran of course out there here and Mr. Prof you day here pa et prof so much now you may fantastic to the entire sports crew we see a equal this year but the more thing quote one but on Tuesday the HR residence HR residence ehon ne Chelsea and Paris Saint-Germain game no ebebro etita wotwuku ne amfa bibia enwom na enkoye pa ne ade ade be share as Chelsea bet me overturn ade na konanimu a emene krab ya na be kire kai na fadran kasa kekejwa ne ho Eric Aseidu Boadi Oswati Asempa FM Bella Twaso